Okay, we should be good. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Actually, hold on for a moment. Let me do this real quickly. Yeah. Hello, the Frost, Anthony, Flowers, Sonic the Hedgehog. Welcome to everybody who's here right now. Hope you all having a wonderful day, and thanks for coming as always. But also, shoutouts to Abdallah Smash 026. He's a really awesome person. If you guys don't know him, he's doing really good right now in the Mario Maker 2 tournament. Not gonna lie. That's why I kind of, I was eating and drinking something, of course. But I was watching the Mario Maker 2 tournament, and let me tell you guys, Abdallah is pretty good in Mario Maker. Like, I'm not gonna lie. He is really good. But, guys, give me a moment, actually. Let me get the, Kirby's ready for you guys. So I'm gonna do this right now. Alright, so, where's the display capture? There it is. Sonic, that's only for, sponsors, by the way. Sponsors can only do Song Quest, and it's only on Fun Fridays, so, yeah. That's the reason why. But anyways, let me, get the Kirby's ready for you guys. Again, sorry for the wait. I literally came back home, had to go work on something, and, yeah. Being one of my videos, so, which I'm not even halfway done with that video. That video is gonna take forever for me to make. Like, yikes, dude. It's gonna take forever. Yep, Abdallah is really good. Well, Sonic the Hedgehog, if you go to my community post, then you will know why I didn't stream on Friday. So, how about you take a look at my community post, Sonic the Hedgehog, and you'll find out why I didn't stream on Friday. You're about to see Yi Burton. And also, hello to Io and Jay Lee. Hope you guys having a good one, and thanks for coming. Same to Yi Burton. I'm just getting the Kirby's ready for you guys right now, and then I'll open up Twitch. Or not, yeah, Twitch. Because Twitch is not like laggy. Hey, not bad, Io, not bad. Jeffel, again, if... Guys, okay, I gotta make a video about the community post, because I feel like people are not reading it when I typed out what I said in the community post. Like, come on, guys, you gotta read the community post. I exactly said why I won't be here, or at least I wasn't here last Friday, and I said about the high school video, like, what's going on with it. So, I think I said it like 2 times already in that thing. Like, holy moly, dude. But no, we're not playing Splatoon. I just have this because, why not, I guess. I'm pretty good at Splatoon. Not like top 10 or anything, but pretty good. Okay, now the Kirby's are on. Alright, perfect. Where is it? There we go. Get that open. And a whoop. Alrighty, we are good to go. Alright, so I might need to go get my phone because I need to read the chat somehow. Since I can't really do it on my computer. Well, I can, but I have the computer capturing my screen, so yeah, definitely can't do anything about that. So, hold on. No, I do not care about the update, Adobe. Alright, there we go. We should be good now. And let me get the chat open on my phone. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have the audio on. Also, why is it like that now? Wait a minute. Already, that should be good. Wow, Abdallah literally that's crazy, man. Abdallah literally teabagged him. That's crazy. Look at him. Look at him, dude. Oh my goodness. Abdallah out here being wild in 2019. Wow. Alright, where's my plug? I have my plug around here somewhere. Is it over here? Nope. Okay, there it is. I was looking for it. If I can grab it. You know what? Hold on. I'll be right back quickly, everybody.
objective-based course here. 9, go ahead and break it down for us.
Reach the goal while riding Yoshi. I know there's some Yoshi fans in the crowd. Come on, who doesn't love him? Right at the beginning, you get to jump on him, but it looks like there is a world.
All right, I've returned. Sorry for the wait.
And that's not something Yoshi likes. Yoshi bounces the cannonball on the left.
Yeah, Abdallah, get it.
It's the off switch.
Abdallah about to win this whole thing, hopefully.
The fire, but a twister sends him straight into the spike. And Abdallah losing a life right now. Oh, but the completionist able to move forward, jumping underneath the saws, and sees some dripping water. Avoids.
All right, there we go.
Icicle falling down, but then that pink bumper knocking him off. And you got to be careful here.
Yeah.
Just take my soft shell.
Like really
All right, so got my phone right here. Connect the YouTube chat open. All right, YouTube chat activate, please, on my phone. And also, one more thing, gotta plug in my headphones so that the audio can get better for the microphone. So, I'm gonna plug that in. There we go. And yeah, we got it now. All right, so still waiting on Splatoon 2. Don't know when they're gonna show it, but it's supposed to be starting soon. All right. So, actually, is the thing on? Yep, it's on. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Sorry for the watermark, by the way, on the bottom right. I can't do anything about it.
Our final course, and as we said, a 3-second head start for the completionist, and so it seems like these players are getting more comfortable. These courses are flying by much quicker as they get
True.
invested in this game. You'll see the final.
Yeah.
3 minis plus 1 final. The completionist taking 2 out of those 3, which means
yeah, I'm over my headphones like this. All right. Javel, you need to ask Drog on that. I did not use the Nugget bot. Well, I invited, but I didn't really use yet. So you may need to ask somebody else on that, honestly. Ronald200in, Swimming Ocean. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I know him, Anthony. He's pretty cool. Like, if you guys never talked to Abdallah before, I would, because, like I said, he's a pretty cool YouTuber. He's really cool. Alright, here we go. Oh, wait, he got a head start. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, that's right. He got a little bit of a head start. Forgot about that. Oh, yeah, watch out for lava. Ah, okay, I see. Wow, that's actually really risky. Wow. Hello, Ashley. Welcome to the stream, and as always, hope you're having a good one. Yeah, if I'm looking down, by the way, guys, that's because that's the chat. Hello, James, and hello to Goodman. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a good one. But, yeah, I don't know. Bella's doing, oof, wow. Never mind. It's looking kind of rough right now. Excuse me. I see. Alright, so we gotta try to be careful with Boom Boom. Alright, nice. Oh, that is dirty. Okay. That is very dirty indeed. Hello, Ninja Noah. Welcome to the stream, and as always, thanks for coming. Yeah, the completionist is on here. I mean, honestly, I don't know who he is. I mean, I've heard of him before, but I never really watched him. I know who Abdallah is because, personally, I know him. He's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Yeah, but that, I don't know. Like, this level, it doesn't seem hard. It's just that, yeah, like, that part makes it look really difficult. At least some parts of it looks difficult, I would say. But yeah.
This lava castle is causing a lot of issues for both our runners here, 9. And now both of them know the trick to this, right? They've both been fooled by the same things a couple of times. This is really rinse and repeat, repetition, maybe little refinements here, but at this point it's really just about making sure you execute the plan you already know.
Honestly, nobody read the rules to my channel, so I had to hide it. Sorry. You did not read the rules, you buddy. You got banned. Right. Ah, I see. Okay, so they had to time it. Oh, he better not screw it. He better not mess up. Ooh, he got it. Nice. Good job, Abdallah. Nice. Alright. Have you met Abdallah? No, but I have spoken to him before. He is pretty cool, like I said. Oh, wait, hold on. That be really hard. Hold on. Come on, Abdallah. Come on. Don't let the... Oh, the icicles got him. Oof. Okay, yeah, that'd be really hard to get around. Yeah. Yup, exactly, Smash Bros. Tuber. Which, by the way, hope you're having a good one. And, yeah, also later, everybody, I don't know if I'm gonna do the Smash tournament yet. The one that Nintendo's doing. I don't know if I'm gonna stream that yet. I mean, we'll see. Because last year when I did it, I had a lot of views on it. I think I ended up getting, either 2K or 3K views. But either case, over 1K views, like, that was really good for my channel back then. Which is still good now, by the way. It's not like bad or anything. Hello Dennis, welcome to the stream, and as always, thanks for coming. Dennis, I'm just wondering, why do you, like, spam when you first come to my channel? Or not to my channel, when you come to my streams. I'm just wondering, like, do you really like me that much? Am I really that good of a YouTuber? Hey, Vibrant Inkling, welcome to the stream, and as always, thanks for coming. Yeah, for me, Vibrant Inkling, I'm rooting for Abdallah, because, again, Abdallah is really cool. That's just my personal opinion. Hey, Renegade, welcome to the stream, and as always, thanks for coming.
And they all mention how much they dislike springs. There's a lot of springs in this portion, and you fall off.
Oh, yes.
End up messing up this.
Oh, okay, Dennis. Alright, I see ya, Dennis. Alright. And, hello, Kirby, welcome. Hope you're having a good one. Hey, by the way, everybody, can you hear the game? Or not the game, can't talk. Can you guys hear the stream over my voice, by the way? Like, is the stream too quiet, or is it good? Let me know, please. Want to make sure that the, audio is not, you know, too quiet, you know? Cause I want to make sure that you guys can hear the stream as well, too. You can? Alright, good. Yeah, I hope Abdallah gets it, dude. Like, I really hope so. So, yeah, I know he has to do the seesaw. Gotta try to bring it to the other side, but that's gonna be kind of hard to do. Okay, so just tip it. There you go. You got it? Yeah, there you go, Abdallah. Alright, looking pretty clean. Gotta try to get up there right now. It's quiet. Okay, so it is quiet. Let me do this real quickly. Alright, how about now? I hope it's not too loud. Right, oh man, Abdallah, better be careful with that fire.
And this really is the puzzle here. Can they figure out the
quickest
and most efficient way?
Oh,
some spikes on top
come on.
Gonna swing over there and you look at
Watch out for the fire, Abdallah.
Ooh,
man. It's perfect now? Alright, nice. Want to make sure. Well, yeah, if you guys have any questions that you need, then let me know, please, and I'll be sure to respond back, no problem. At least I'll try my best to. Hello to Jade, welcome to the stream, and as always, thanks for coming. It's kind of weird, though. They said that the Splatoon 2 tournament will be starting at 2:30, but it's 2:30 right now, and I don't know where it is.
Getting ready to go down the chimney, and boy, does
nah, man, I want Abdallah to win. Abdallah better win this. Oh man, that fire keeps on getting him. Like, not gonna lie though, the fact that we have a grappling hook now in this game for Mario Maker 2, I'm gonna make some pretty good levels in this game, not gonna lie. Which, by the way, I am getting Mario Maker 2 day 1 and doing a 24-hour live stream, so get ready for that, guys. June 28th. Get ready, because I am doing that game a lot on my channel. Well, okay, I'm still going to be doing other games on my channel, but Mario Maker 2, it's going to be like a main thing on my channel as well too, as well as many other games. So yeah. Hey Ron, can I get a close up of Mimikyu? Yeah, sure. Mimikyu right over here with my long arms. Mimikyu.
Completion is doing the same. Abdallah has his method here.
I get a voice crack.
Clears it, and that Koopa almost ending the run. That's nice.
Hey Jay Lee, welcome to the stream. And as always, thanks for coming. Are you sorry for college? Oh yeah, definitely. You know, hopefully I can be more open with myself, be more social, and you know, learn a lot more in college. Alright, are you down to see my video premiere 12 PM tomorrow? I'll see Smash Bros. Tuber. whatever.
The
I'll
sweet
see.
crate. A couple more
Yeah,
icicles.
Premiere's a good way
Watch out for
to
the sod.
learn video, not learn video, but
It's the axe.
excuse me,
Knocks out Bowser.
to
And that's
push out your
how
video,
Ronald
which I guess you could say.
is victorious.
Did Abdallah get it?
Is your
Hey, hey, Abdallah, yeah, let's get it.
What a crazy last level there. The way you take out Bowser was so
Yo, Abdallah for the
I
win.
think out of everything in that level there, Nine, the thing that surprised people the most, the 14 hits to knock out Bowser. We're all used to 3, but 14 icicles to KO Bowser. And I think it's so important to recognize how tricky the method
Nice, dude.
was, because every time he jumped out, there was a chance that the
So did he win in total, or is there another round? I think this is the final round, I believe.
Every time Mario takes a trip
But yeah, good on Abdallah. Like, really good on him.
And Abdallah standing in center stage right now, championing the crowd. Well, we have a champion, and to present his hardware, everybody, please welcome the producer for Super Mario Maker 2,
Man.
Mr. Tezuka.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh my goodness.
How about that trophy right there, Nine?
I'm not gonna lie though. I think Abdallah's channel is about to grow a lot because of this. Cause he already has a lot of subscribers. He has 600K right now, I believe. So yeah, he does. His channel, it's about to grow a lot now because of this. I guarantee you it's gonna grow. Man. Hey, Spike, welcome to the stream, and as always, thanks for coming. And hello to Gogo France, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good one with you all too. The tournament was supposed to be starting at 2:30, but I'm guessing they're delaying it a little bit. At least that's what I'm guessing. Cause yeah, they said the Splatoon 2 tournament will be starting at 2:30. So yeah.
They told me to stop.
Abdallah is a Nintendo. He's basically like a gaming YouTuber, like a Let's Player. He also does live streams as well too. Think of like, okay, I kind of got inspiration from him, so kind of think him that, you know, I kind of make a YouTube channel like this, you know. But not only him, other people.
These courses myself in Japan, but I
welcome back, Marco.
any of them.
制作者ですけども、このゲームのまあ
So yeah, any other questions? Anybody?
難しいコースは苦手です。
Actually, I can't hear
So
this.
yeah, even for the, the
Okay, now I
staff
can
of this
hear it.
game, these difficult courses are really tricky for us to play.
Oh yeah, definitely a good tournament logo.
スーパープレイ
Which hope you're having a good one.
So, but you were truly amazing. It was a super play that you put on display for us.
Yeah, your boy Abdallah. Let's get it. What if we were in the Splatoon tournament? Oh, first of all, I need a team to do it with.
皆さんも
And
拍手を送りたい
I'll be pretty excited if I was.
このゲームを盛り上げてくださった皆さんにも拍手を。
So, and I also want to applaud you guys for raising such a good cheer for the entire play we saw today. Thank you.
Yeah, Abdallah. Let's get it. Not gonna lie though, that's actually kind of small.
このレベルは任天堂のツリーハウスのメンバーが頑張って作ってくださいます。
So these courses that you saw today were created by members of Nintendo's Treehouse.
Oh, I've known Abdallah for a while, so this makes me really happy to see him win.
And they also thought up all the details for the tournament today.
これ皆さん遊んでみたいと思いませんか？
So would you like to give these courses a try yourself?
Oh, he better.
もうすぐこれ発売されますけども、その後、皆さんにも遊んでもらえるようにと今考えてます。
So this game is going to be coming out pretty soon, and we're thinking
June
of a way
28th,
to make
remember.
sure all of you will be able to play these courses as well.
Yeah, give it to us. Day one, let's get it, boys. Day one levels.
まだまだ、このステージは続きます。もっともっと盛り上がってください。
So we've still got plenty of entertainment for you. You're going to be seen on this stage, so keep up the energy, and we
Yeah, we are
look
logo.
forward to it all. All right, thank you so much.
All right, nice.
Put your hands together one more time for the producer of Super Mario Maker 2, Mr. Tezuka. And how about a round of applause for all of our participants, the Dragon Beanie, Yellow Killer B, the Completionist, and
Hey, nice.
Abdallah. That'll do it for the Super Mario Maker 2 Invitational 20.
Is that an ARMS t-shirt?
Super Mario Maker
Splatoon.
2 June 28th. So make sure you grab that. You get a chance to play some of these fantastic levels. But don't go anywhere. We've got more great Nintendo competitive action just around the corner as we get set for the Splatoon 2 World Championship.
Yeah, let's get it.
Next, here at the theater at Ace Hotel.
Alright, Splatoon's next, everybody. They delayed it by 30 minutes, so not the worst thing. So yeah, everybody in the chat, press 1 if you're getting Mario Maker 2 Day 1, because like I keep on saying, everybody, Mario Maker 2 Day 1 24-hour live stream, so get ready for that. Press 1 in the chat if you're getting Splatoon 1. Or, not that, I can't talk. Mario Maker 2. Sorry, I can't talk. Alright, I see a lot of ones. Alright, I see, alright, Jevo's getting it. Jay Lee, maybe. Alright, good. Smash Flash Super. Anthony, Christopher, Logo, not bad, not bad. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, you better get this game, because this game's gonna be really good. Even though the online may be kind of a bear at first, because you can't play with friends, but it's not the worst thing, honestly. But yeah, that was really good. that face though. Like, oh, wait, can I go back? Hold on. Let's clip that. Hold on. I gotta tweet Abdallah this. Hold on. Twitter post. Let's get it. Oh, please, nothing bad come up. All right, we're good. Let's go to Abdallah's Twitter. Yeah, Abdallah. All right. Hold on. I gotta get that face. Yeah, right there, that face. That face. Alright. Gonna do this real quickly. Oh my goodness. Alright, tweet Abdallah. When you... Actually, no, we should do this. Actually, that's not gonna work. When you win your... When you win a tournament, I can't talk. Or that face you make when you win a tournament. That face you make. That face you make when you win a tournament. Yeah, there you go.
Good afternoon once again from the theater at Ace Hotel in Los Angeles, California.
Let me do hashtag Nintendo.
For the Splatoon 2 World Championship 2019. 4 of the finest ink squads from across the world.
Alright, we're good. Just want to tweet that out real quickly.
Kent, your spray-by-spray host, and we have 2 of the leaders of the Pearl de Maria.
Alright, Splatoon. Hey, Milena! Or, did I say your name right? I know her. Oh, new subscriber. I'm going to turn that off real quickly. Thank you to Super Smash 97. Welcome to my channel, and hope my content gives you happiness. I want to turn off the notifications. Sorry, guys.
This is a fast-paced multiplayer
alert. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Alright. Hello, Showstar. Welcome. Yes, Splatoon 2.
Well, as always, we have to have rules, so we can't just be running around here all willy-nilly. So let's take a look.
Well, I mean, if you're doing squid parties, you can.
World Championship 2019.
Wait, what? I thought it was different.
In a mini seeding bracket. After play, the team will be ranked by their win-loss record. Then we move on to elimination mode, our semifinals. Best of 5. You see those ranked
oh, Clam Blitz. Yikes.
Those modes as we approach them, and then the finals. Best of 7. You see all the ranked modes there, and we will look to crown a champion.
Oh my gosh, Putz. Yo, if Putz 12 was in this tournament,
these teams, if you want to talk about
it would be over. Wait, hold on, guys. No, wait, hold on. No, hold on, Chief. Hold on. We need our squid hat on. Wait a minute. I forgot my squid hat. Nah, hold on. And
like they've never
put on my headphones in a weird way.
They really need to bring their all because they are competing against the best of the best in the world.
And you mentioned that magic.
All right, we're good. We're good, fams. We are good. We are good.
what are some of these teams going to be communicating to as far as each time they take on?
Oh, he would cry, man. Plus 12 in this tournament. Yikes, that'd be crazy, man.
So it's all the more important that
Yeah, Squid Hat. Let's get it, everybody. Press 1 for Squid Hat. Let's get it. And for this tournament.
Identify where all of them are. It's the most important facet of an already hard game.
Hello, Awesome. Hope you're having a good one. Thanks for coming.
The globe, let's go ahead and take an early look at a couple of our teams that will be competing in this year's Splatoon
Oh yeah, I know
2
Spring.
World Championship.
I was thinking like, what if he was? Oh gosh, they look intimidating. Oh, of course Japan. Yeah, they look intimidating as heck. Wait a minute. Itona. Dynamon. Yamamichi. I didn't say that correctly. GG boys? Well, I know them. Lime Soda. Oh, United Kingdom. Will. Shockwave. Yoshiko. And Gio. Alright, cool people. Hey, Trent. How you doing, fam? I like the name of this team. Lime Soda. Reminds me of Sprite somehow.
There you have it, two of our first teams, Lime Soda representing
GG
Australia,
boys.
New Zealand, and the GG boys from Japan.
Oh
Let's
my
start with
goodness.
Lime Soda and Milana. They had quite the journey.
A lot of ones in the chat,
from
too.
Australia, New Zealand to get here to these championships. Tell us a little bit more about that story.
Japan versus
Lime Soda
UK.
team that
Yup.
maybe has gone a little bit unnoticed in the international scene up until their 4-5 reverse sweep against Morning Sun, one of the top teams in the Australia-New Zealand region. They have fought hard to be here, and they have they deserve their place here. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some gameplay.
Very
See?
exciting action there.
If only Florida has Splatoon tournaments, I'll be good to go, fam. I'll be good to go.
Defending champions, led by 4 of the finest
Oh,
individual
man.
players that have now collectively joined forces to create a formidable team.
Actually, let me
What
put
is
my
needed
phone
for
up
them if
for
they
a
want to
moment.
hoist up the Splatoon Sterling Squid once again.
They may take another W this year. I wouldn't be surprised, Spring.
And I know
They're
it
really
sounds,
good.
sounds a little bit weird, right? They won last year, but everyone saw what that was. They are trying to beat what GG Boys was last year. The most important thing for them is, I think, identifying what weapons they want to play, because I know they've been in a bit of a flux recently, and you have to identify what's best.
And 9, we were talking about that as we were partaking in some physical fitness at the gym this morning, trying to stay healthy, about how this is probably one of the
Yeah?
most talented championships.
Hold on. Going to the gym? Wait a minute. This man here getting ready this morning?
They are stacked.
Boy,
If you watch
I'm
last
doing
week's
curls every morning. Look at this. 25 pounds right here, everybody. Doing curls every morning like this. You gotta do a couple every morning to get a little bit stronger, you know? You can't slack off. You gotta get your body ready, dude. You gotta get ready for this. Getting hyped for E3 and getting the good stuff ready for
Definitely.
this.
The game
Gotta get
isn't
ready.
really played the same
Alright.
throughout that whole 3-minute segment. You have to really focus on getting that middle ground. You wanna
Yep,
take,
this is live, by the
take
way.
control of the map. You wanna turf as much as you can, and you wanna make sure you don't die. It sounds kind of obvious, but you don't want to be left in a 3v4 situation.
And you mentioned getting splatted. It seems like for the first half of Turf War, there is an emphasis on splats. At least that's what we heard when talking to the GG boys.
Definitely. By taking out some of the opponents, you are able to make those pushes into their enemy base. You're able to control that turf for a longer period of time.
And 9, as we say, when the popcorn's finally popping in the final 30 seconds of Turf War, what's the most important thing you have to keep in mind?
Spam your
Hold
specials.
your position and set up, and whatever you do not let yourself be sent back to spawn. It is more important that you play cautiously and hold the ground that you've earned yourself over the first few minutes of play.
And 9, we oftentimes talk about team composition and different
Oh,
roles,
yes,
'cause
Spring.
obviously
We're about to
all 4
see.
players on a team aren't going to just go out there and do the same thing. You have to work together, you have to talk together. but they
Hello,
have different
Jetpack
roles
Mac.
on the team.
Hope you're having a
They
good
do,
one,
and
and thanks for
most common
coming.
ones that you're going to hear us talk about
Can you
are
guys hear me, by the
front
way?
line,
So,
mid-line, and
good?
back line, and there
I'm
are
kinda far away
a lot
from
of
my microphone right
weapons in
now,
Splatoon, and a lot
so-
of them do different things, but in general, think of the frontliners as the playmakers, the ones who go up and get personal with the opponent. The midliners tend to be the supportive
Yeah,
players.
that's
They're
right,
gonna
Kirby.
map A little bit more. They're going to be up assisting, and the backliner, that's the anchor, and it's going to hold the shit down.
Actually, hold
Just
on.
a couple
Let me put
minutes
my
away of getting
move a
started
little
with our
bit.
ink
There you
pools.
go.
We've got the GG boys, the defending champions
Alright.
from Japan.
Just wanna make
taking
sure.
on Lime Soda, a strong team from Australia, New Zealand. We're going to be calling out specials quite a bit during these matches here, Milana. But with the
Wait,
specials,
I'm so
there's a
stupid. Did I
strategy
say United
that
Kingdom
as far as
earlier?
when they
Oh,
want
I'm
to
in Australia.
Definitely.
Oh
You
my
wanna-
goodness, I'm
you
so
wanna see
stupid.
coordinated specials. You don't want to use your special by yourself.
I'm in
You wanna use
Australia.
hard numbers.
My bad.
In this case, there's
Oh, why did I say United
exponentiated
Kingdom? That
power
was so
in
stupid of
numbers.
me.
And you also look at the advantages as far as 2v1s. We oftentimes have this conversation because when you and I play together,
Yeah,
I
Io,
sometimes
let's
leave
get
you
it.
in that one position because I get splatted. What's the advantage of having the cephalopod advantage, as we like to say on the
Well, Alana
Cephalopod.
just said
What a funny
exponential
joke.
advantage with putting two specials together. It is exactly the same here. If you can team up on someone, you're going to have a
Hold
much
on,
easier
Mike.
time of taking that person out and moving up.
I hope my position's
You're gonna be
correctly.
shooting for here.
Yeah, it should be
They
right.
know that if they can pincer somebody, if they can get some flanks, that's going to be how they get a very quick splat and move on to the next objective.
Like the pincer somebody right there as well too. Hopefully they can sight through their
no,
way to
it's
the goal
worse.
here. And you take a look at the coin toss that we had earlier on, and it looks
Yeah,
like
pretty
Lime
good.
Soda won the coin toss. They're
Hello,
gonna use
Cheyenne.
Santa
Welcome to the
Maria
stream,
on our
and
first
hope you're having a
station,
good one.
A level you're obviously very familiar with here, 9. Manta Maria, what are some things you have to keep in mind on this map?
Well, I think it's actually my favorite map in the game, and I
Wait,
think it's because a lot
hold
of
on,
different
guys.
weapons can succeed there.
I look like an
These
idiot right now
maps
with my
make
webcam.
showcases. You see right there, Yoshiko is a backline specialist. She's
yeah,
going to be
it should
moving
be
around the
good.
top mid area of
Yeah,
the map.
hold on.
Rating, going to be able to influence a lot there with the long range weapons.
You know what? Let me do
If
this.
they don't have a dedicated backliner, I'm thinking that's why they went there.
And that's a very good point. You look at all the different weapons, and obviously, what's
there we
interesting
go.
about
That's
the
better.
so-called meta right now with Splatoon 2, Milana, is that so many weapons are viable in play
Milana.
right now.
That's how you say
Definitely. We have some sort of people think a certain way about certain weapons, but I find that in competitive play, it's been more varied than ever before because of how the meta is shaped.
And we had that conversation.
Hello,
with
thumbs
GG
up,
Boys
welcome,
tonight
and
about how
hope you're
they
having a good
feel
one.
Ever since the updates from last year, you mentioned the different GG Boys this time around in 2019. They feel long-range weapons have much more of a higher success rate this time around, and so they've had to change their composition a little bit.
They have.
That is
It's
true.
One of the reasons earlier that I said that they're going to need to find the composition that works for them because, as we said, they don't have a true dedicated backliner like some of these other teams. Last year we saw.
Oh,
two
yeah,
frontliners,
you're-
sometimes
you
three
know,
frontliners.
Spring.
That's not going to cut it. This
They're
time.
about
They know
hell
they
off
know
Flash
what's
Out Pros
best,
in
they
this
just have to
tournament.
identify
I wouldn't be
What's
surprised.
great about Lime Soda, Milana, is that we've been talking with them all week long, and this is a team that's very confident, a very young team, and they know that because of the way that they got here, as you mentioned, the dramatics in their qualifier, they've got nothing to lose here. They feel like they can hang with anybody.
The momentum that they got from
Wait,
that
just
reverse
wondering,
sweep, I think
Are any of
literally
them
can
content
also carry
creators,
over to the
like
World Championship,
YouTubers
so
or
don't
Twitch
count them out
streamers?
yet, even though GG
Like
Boys
any
was our
of
last year's champion,
these
it
people?
still
I don't know if
is-
they are.
Anything can happen. We'll also introduce the other two very strong squads here in just a little bit. We're about 90 seconds away from
All right, take
getting
your time,
going
Io.
here and looking at some
Hey,
of the
GG
individuals for
Gracie,
GG
welcome
Boys.
to the
You know my
stream,
heart's
and
yelling
thanks for
at
coming.
you or not, but tell us about some of the other players on their squad.
Certainly. The one I'm going to be keeping my eye on is
Um,
Etina calls himself the best flex
not
player
today,
in the
thumbs
world,
up,
and I
not
know that
today.
seems like a big claim to make, but he's one of the few that can make it.
Oh, they
Flex
don't
players
spring? Okay,
play
I was wondering.
between a number of different weapons on the fly. Dynamon, of course, plays probably the closest thing they have to a backline role.
Oh
or
my
an
goodness.
and then
Yeah,
Taiju would be
Dynamo.
on the
Oh,
front line,
yikes.
opening things up as well.
Well,
That's a good
we're about
point
to
you
see
bring up
some
with flex play,
cheesy
because
stuff
GG
today.
Boys, they don't have that traditional backliner, that safety
Oh,
valve that's gonna make
man.
sure that you
Dynamo
always have
roller.
somebody to super jump to. They like to play with two midliners that play that flex position, very aggressive. However, if you can splat them, you've got a hole in their defense.
I think that's what they're going to have to look at, and I think that's
Ron,
where
did you say a
Yoshiko
bad
kind of
word? No, I
influenced
didn't.
the map.
Did
One
I,
thing that
Anthony?
can really shut
I don't
down
know if I
midliner
did.
Is a backliner. Longer range, shut him down from there, get yourself a 4v3 and move in from there.
And you were talking about the advantage and the exponential advantage. We're going to use that term
Oh, no.
quite a bit here. Break that
Technical
down for us a
issues?
little bit
Oh, no,
more.
never mind, they're good.
Talk about teams making pushes during these matches.
So when we talk about pushes, we're talking about teams moving up as one unit into the enemy spawn or into the enemy side of the map. And by doing that, they can have more turf, more area to
That is true,
maneuver,
Spring.
and it
Good
keeps
point.
the enemies back and kind of intimidated.
So we're working on a controller issue right now, but what's great here is I can
controller
sit up here and
issue.
talk to
Yeah,
you
right.
all day long.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Nine, here's what's great about Turf War. It is the foundation of every single ranked mode you're going to see. There are other objectives later on in the semifinals and the finals, but it all comes down to controlling turf. Why is that so important?
Well, first of all, you're going to get tired of hearing us say turf control, and I apologize in advance for that. But it is the fundamental building block that every single mode in this game, including the ranked modes, is built on. As we said earlier,
That is
you
true.
move about the map with extra
Putz
turf
12
on the
doesn't know
ground.
that.
It's how you build your specials that we've talked about that can turn a game
Oh
in a
my
blink of
gosh.
an eye, and it all starts with the fundamentals.
I
and
feel like
the
it'll be like a
teachings
Putz
that you
12
get
stream
from
all
the
over
ranked.
again.
Milana, we continue
Oh
to
my
talk about
gosh.
specials. Look at Turf War.
what are some specials that come to mind for you as far as things that'll really help out teams maybe in that last 30 seconds?
Bubbles, tenor missiles.
As for turf war, I think we might see some specials that, you know,
Bubbles.
cover more turf. So things maybe like bubbles.
Ultra Stamp. I already
I
said
might
bubbles.
expect to see some missiles on the side of
Yep,
GG
missiles.
boys. By using missiles, it can really move the backliner on the opponent's side away and, you know, kind of put them out of position.
Hello,
That's
Phoenix.
such
Hope you're having a
point. The
good one,
Tenta
and thanks for
missile
coming.
We've been obviously on the suffering end of those before. You have to scatter like mice when the light turns on, and that is
That
very
is
powerful
true,
tool,
Spring.
especially in
That is
turf
definitely
wars.
true.
You're really looking to dislodge the opponent, but also cover some turf.
And it's remarkable how quickly Tenta missiles have come up and really become a force. For the longest time, they were the special that you didn't want. You would choose to not play a weapon if it had that as its special.
Oh, yeah, that's
Simply
right.
because of buffs to certain weapons,
It
but
shot
what
like what,
better
4
with it, you start to
missiles
see the
in the
utility.
original
It's a
buff,
very quick way to,
like
as
4 or
Milano
3
put it,
with
pressure
one
the
person.
backline of the enemy
But
team.
now it shoots 10 for
Again,
one
we talked
person,
about
which
Yoshiko is going to be their biggest obstacle.
pretty good
I think
special
this is
for
really
it.
a good pick.
About 30 seconds away as we get set for our opening match.
Yeah, 30
Splatoon 2
seconds.
World Championship 2019. We've got our defending
Hello, D-Nate.
champions,
Hope you're having a
the
good one,
GG
and thanks for
boys, are gonna
coming.
Take on the up-and-coming Lime Soda from Australia, New Zealand. Let's
Oh
see
yeah,
if they
and
can shake
Sprinkler.
things up
Sprinkler
before
as
we
well
get set.
too is now meta.
Crowd's been
Good point,
fantastic,
Spring.
by the way. They waited until last night to get in
Yikes.
here, Nine. They must really like you.
Wow, look at those empty seats. Oh,
Oh
no. Alright, here we go, first match.
Alright, let's get it cracking here. Turf 4, Santa Maria, GG boys taking on Lime Soda from Australia. New Zealand will go ahead and let you know what color each team will be.
Alright.
We get rolling here. Looks like
Oh
Australia, New Zealand
no!
gonna be in that
What?
yellow.
What?
GG
Whoa,
boys in
whoa,
that
whoa,
purple,
whoa!
but
No,
nine
it's no
seconds, the loadout
competitive.
early on.
What? What? Wait a minute.
Have a dedicated backliner, but it
Oh,
looks
wait.
like the GG boys have opted to
Oh,
bring two.
no, they about to be
Right there
up
at the top,
next.
Dynamon and the custom Explosion and
Oh
Yamamoto.
boy.
Custom Jets 12 are both very strong backline weapons. I think they wanted to get the jump on this.
And you take a look
Bro,
at the
yeah,
this
purple
match,
team about to
you
get this.
figure that's gonna
Purple
be a
team got this easy win. Oh, no, one shot him. Look at this. Look at this, dude.
But the easiest way is to just
Nah,
not let them
Chief.
get there. Look how far Taiji and Etina
Nah.
are pushed
Oh,
up.
wait, good
Etina
job.
winning a 1v1 despite being in a bad position. And look
Man.
how far they're pushed up. They have no fear at this point.
4-2 on the field for the GG
One
boys.
support,
This is what you
yeah.
talked about, Milana. When you've got that numbers advantage, you want to push it.
Yeah, so GG boys did not miss a beat. Once
Yeah.
they took those members of Lime Soda out, they were all over it.
Yeah, Lime Soda gotta try to get around the Nogganos, because they are gonna be pushing a lot. Okay, good.
That's what we talk about, Nine. If Lime Soda is going to create upset, they've got to find those situations.
They did, and it was great. They're getting a little bit too aggressive. That's sometimes the punishment that happens.
Oh,
Look at
my
this,
gosh.
A never-ending stream of pressure as Taiji continues to push up on what we call the snipe area. Will actually got the punishment there as well, so it looks like it's an even position here. I think GG Boys needs to hold back just a touch.
Big shout out to Czar on the spectator cam, doing a fine job following all of this action here, so we'll get a good look at everything that takes place. Will trying to climb up top. Here's Yoshiko using the ball points flatling right now, creating a little bit more pressure, and you start to see
did she
Lime
put
Soda
down some
here, Nine,
beacons,
really
at
starting to
least?
push into the GG Boys territory.
Oh, and what incredible movement there by
It's not looking good for.
That's another
It's not looking good for
reason why
Lime
you want to
Soda.
stick together. Well, the people are watching your buddy. You can move up and get a splat there as well. But Gio getting a crucial splat in
For
the
me,
center
Kitty
of the line
Cat,
there.
I think
Needs to
GG
hold
Boys.
this spot. Roach
Because,
there and just a
I don't know,
little bit
Lime
too much,
Soda,
but it looked
they're
like
having a hard
he
time
has
right now, honestly.
Yamamichi, meanwhile,
Because
trying to get
I
the mast here.
don't
You
see any
look at the
squid
map,
beacons.
a lot of
I
yellow
don't-
on the map here.
I don't know.
Lime Soda applying some pressure as we get to the final minute here, Milana.
And
Hey,
remember
Striker,
we
hope
said
you're having a
it
good
really
one,
comes down
and
to
thanks
that
for
last
coming.
30 seconds.
The
So even
Splatoon
though
2
this
World
might be
Championship.
going in favor of Lime Soda, really
It's
still be any-
Australia versus Japan right now. Which Japan is wrecking them right now, obviously. Man, dude. Yeah.
And that might be the
They're
spot.
not even good.
You're gonna see
I
the
think
GG
also the
boys
fact
set
that
themselves up all together here to try
GG
to
boys,
hold
they have
this
more
position.
range
They know
overall,
that's where the push is coming
so
from. If they hold this
they're
spot, they're
having a hard time, dude.
The GG boy trying to create a bottleneck right now for Lime Soda. Yamamichi hanging back with that Stingray. 20 seconds left. This is a pivotal moment, as we said. Yoshiko and Lime Soda trying to break through the defenses of the GG boys.
Nah,
trying to
they're
give
not gonna get
themselves a
around it.
chance
There's
here.
no way.
10 seconds left trying to stay up.
Yeah,
This
GG
is
boys
where
got
we're
it.
at. 4-3 on
Oh,
the
wait,
back.
wait, wait,
GG
wait.
boys
Wait, hold on, hold on.
critical splat by Lime Soda.
Oh, wait, 3! Wait!
How
Ooh.
about that at the end?
Wait.
Oh my goodness.
Did Lime Soda really get it?
Little pause.
Oof! It not even close. Oh my goodness.
Different score than I thought it was going to be. Not only did the
Yeah.
run, they
Hey,
took that
Jay,
round
welcome to
to
the
100
stream, and
points.
as
I thought
always,
that
thanks for
double
coming.
splat there at the end by Yoshiko was the way to do it.
Yeah, maybe Jay.
And
I'll think
Milan,
about
we
it.
saw Yoshiko and Lime Soda really put up quite the effort at the end, but it seemed like
They gotta change
the
it up,
GG
dude.
Boys really dominated the final.
Lime
30
Soda
seconds
gotta
and
change it
after
up because I don't know.
actually think it turned the tide just a little bit before because they were really. I think Lime Soda got caught up a little bit with the aggression that GG Boys had, and they kind of pushed a little bit too far. Like I think Nine was saying during the match. So I think that's kind of what turned the tide, even before those 30 seconds.
That's what's so exciting about Turf War 9 because it's just a couple of splats back and forth, and as we saw, Lime Soda had quite the advantage with about a minute and a half left, but the final minute, the final 30 seconds, it's so pivotal to get the ink advantage and the squid advantage on the field.
And I think that the way that the GG Boys attacked those last 30
Yikes,
seconds,
man.
they said, okay, even
We're
if
gonna
we
see some
drop
Clash Blasters.
the last 10 seconds, we have built such an advantage that
Oh
they
my
could
goodness.
not possibly make the comeback, and that ended up being the case.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the introduction as we get set for Game 2 here at the Splatoon 2 World Championship 2019.
All right, here we go. Wait, Alex Rogue? Oh, is that Gray? Ooh, Kiver. Soren. It's funny. Urza. Ah, Team Europe. Okay, that's pretty cool. And before people say, oh, I look like him. FT Win. Ayy. Shock. Quivel. 2D. I never heard a name like that before. Ice. Hey, I like that name. Pretty cool, if I do say so. So it's America, Canada, and one more country combined. I forget what it was.
Team North America, FT Win, and Milana. Let's start with Alliance Rogue, a very strong team from Europe. What do you like about them?
You can say that again. So
No, I don't look
that
like
they
him.
are gonna be quite
Oh, why don't people
performance
think? I don't look like him,
made
dude.
up of two of the top EU teams.
Oh my goodness, man.
Olive and Crack in Paradise, and if you put two of the top teams together, you only know what kind of havoc they can wreak.
So they are teaming up, obviously, to try and win the championship, but 9 North America, FT wins. New faces on that end, obviously, but also some familiar foes as well. And what do you like about them? Because you've been very, very impressed with them.
I have. If Alliance Rogue is the super team, the original super team was FT Win. They came together for the sole purpose of beating Set to Destroy X when they were at their heyday, and you know what? They did it. The first tournament they came in, they won the whole thing over Team Olive, over Crack in Paradise, over Set to Destroy X without dropping a single game. When they are at their best, there is nobody who can beat them.
And what makes them so good as far as, is it their composition or the different roles that they have? What are you really looking for when you see them take on the map?
Yeah,
They
let's some
get
hype in
momentum,
here,
there's
guys.
Nothing that can stop them. They have such incredible individual skill. When they are working together and getting that ball rolling, the push that we talked about earlier, you can't stop it. They are just too good individually.
As we said, there will be a coin flip to see which team will decide what map they start on. We saw Lime Soda go with Manta Maria. They were unable to get the victory.
That was
as
a
the
really
GG
bad
Boys
stage.
claimed the
I'm
first
sorry.
title. These are the ink pools. We'll figure
That
out
was a
your
really
seeding,
bad
1
choice.
versus 4, and then we'll see
Why
who's
Manta
1 versus
Maria?
4, 2 versus 3. As we get set for the semifinals, and going back to the strategy and the specials, we saw a lot of inkjet actually by the GG Boys in that first matchup. What do you like about that special, Milana?
It's actually kind of fallen out of
America's
grace
team-
in the competitive world. It's
I-
very easy to snipe out of the
I
air,
forgot,
but
honestly.
I do think
I
that it
literally
requires
forgot.
A lot of skill, a lot of
Anybody know the
skills
American team again?
utilize
The name of
so
it?
I think it's a good
Hey, Hugh, welcome to the stream, and as always, thanks for coming.
And 9 Alliance Rogue representing.
Man, that hair, though.
They decided to go with the Black Billy skateboard.
Oh
So you strap on
my
knee pads and
goodness.
Helmet. What do you like about that map?
Well, they have two players that are some of the best frontliners in the world. That's going to be Urza and Kiver. They are both amazing at what they do, and Black Billy's Skate Park, a very up close and personal map where the aggressor really has
Dude,
a lot of
I'm
angles to
telling
play
people
around.
right now,
I'm
like,
thinking that's why they went there.
Santa
What about the middle
Maria,
of this
like
map?
the
There's an
Maria
area that we're
stage,
very
or
familiar
Marina, I
with. It
can't
seems like
talk.
trying to control
The boat stage,
control
basically.
mid is very important.
That's
It is,
probably
that very center
one of the
area is
worst
where you wanna
stages,
put
in
your
my
backliner
opinion,
or
for
your
Turf
midliner.
War.
You can see
Like,
the opponent's spawn
I
from
don't
there,
like
so
that
you
stage
call
at
it
all.
exactly
I like it for
when
rank
they're
mode,
pushed back
but for
in.
Turf War,
But if you're up there, you can stop it
like a
in
terrible
just
stage for it.
And going back to some of the fundamentals of Turf
Like, they
War
should've
here,
gone with,
Milana, it seems like getting those
Humpback
spots
Pump
and being able to
Track
get somewhat of a
or
push early
the
on,
Reef.
so you're in an advantageous spot in that final minute.
Definitely. So you want to put yourself in an advantageous spot as much as you can. Although that doesn't really
No, he
guarantee
doesn't look like
victory,
me.
but
Guys, I don't have big lips, guys. Oh my goodness. My lips are not that big.
Alliance Rogue here in our Ink Pools
Oh my
matchup.
goodness.
Turf War on Blackbelly's.
Oh, good choice. Good choice. Very good choice.
What he's seeing here shortly. You go ahead
Um,
and you see Alliance Rogue
oh.
in the pink and FT Win in the blue. What do you
FT
see?
Win is the America team, by the way.
Ice on the splatter scope, and Ice might be the most important person in this entire tournament. When he is playing
Nah.
at the
Oh yeah,
level
poor
he
Macro.
plays,
Yeah, poor Macro is
he's
really
one
good
of
as
the
well
finest in
too.
the world right here. He's
All right,
gonna be going up
so
against the top we talked about there.
ooh.
On the other side, Soren on that back line playing the
They do have a
cover.
charger,
We saw
which
Dynamon show what that can do
I don't know.
Ice trying to freeze Alliance Rogue in their tracks early.
Why is nobody going to the left? Come on. Nobody's taking the left route. Oh, you gotta take the left route. Nobody's taking it. Oh man.
Yeah, so we see on both sides, we actually see
Nobody's
a
trying to
huge
ambush
advantage,
them?
which is
Wow,
a
that's
rush
crazy.
special. Very good for covering turf for turf war.
And right now the action continues to wage back and
So yeah,
forth.
guys, press 1 to chat for Alliance or, excuse me, 2 for FT Win. Like, which team's gonna win for this? Cause
Yeah, and you saw
I
the only
think,
person actually left up was
I don't know,
Ice,
I think
right?
FT
All
Win
the way
could
back.
get this,
And right
but
now,
at the
I
same
think
time
both
though,
sides are trying to get
Alliance,
this
they have a
round.
lot of turf
Last year,
weapons.
They've thrown some specials there.
Alright, at least they got a good amount, I'd say.
Where they need to be perfect.
Alright, 2, alright, I see a 2, alright, so a lot of people are rooting for FT Win right now. I don't know.
You see that point sensor coming down, but here comes Ice on that Stingray, Milana.
Yeah, that's true. FT does have a better comp.
Best backliners, so his Stingray is definitely not to be
1:30 left in this match. 4-2 on the map. Alliance Rogue 9. Here comes one of those pushes.
That is, and if Tootie can get this pick onto Urza, that's going to be
Guy
a
with the
big
slosher. So you mean
Tootie now finding himself in the middle.
you mean
of
with
three
the
people. Sorry, bud, you're not
slosher,
getting
the
out
regular
now.
one, or the
Doing a
washing
fine
machine?
job
The
using
sloshing
the
machine.
undulation of the map to avoid the ball
If you mean
exploding.
Alliance
Here's the
Rogue,
look
then
right now.
they could get
Alliance
this.
Rogue with a sizable advantage, but plenty of time left here, Milana. What do you want to see from FT Win if they want to turn the tide?
We definitely need to see them coordinate. We need to coordinate those specials. We need to, like we talked about,
Yeah.
the specials coming out together.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Make that push back much more bearable.
Come on, they gotta take the left route. Like, they have to.
They're trying to go ahead and mount a push here. Alliance Rogue has been very strong. Kibber trying to
Oh, wait, the comeback.
We've got 4-2 here, 9.
I think that Ice's Stingray actually took 2 people out, and if you wondered why they were sitting back so far, it's because they
Oh,
wanted
you the
to have
baller. Come on.
specials
Thank
up
you.
Going into that last minute, and
Oh.
we see some bumper ballers being played here, and like I love the fact that Kyo has already moved up to try to help it. They have them pushed back, but they can't go down with 30 seconds left.
Baller on baller crime right there. Kibber trying to back
True
up.
striker.
We've got 25 seconds left to Milana. This is when FT Win has got the special advantage. You got to deploy it.
Definitely, you want to see that push. They may be waiting until the very last second so that the enemy team can't cover their turf, but we'll see how this goes. It looks like it's turning the other tide. The tide is turning.
FT Win with a bit of an
Splash
advantage.
down
Can they
was
hold on?
overrated.
Big
Yeah.
top splat by
Oh,
Tony.
wait a minute.
Gray trying to get behind the defense.
FT Win.
Let's see if Gray is able to
Okay.
work right there, 9, and
Huh.
slip behind the defenses of
Yeah, I think
FT.
FT.
See some blocks of shape. That might be
I don't
see what our
know.
friendly felines say. Oh,
Yeah.
FT Win with the first victory. And once again, a team that looked like they were down early on, able to turn things around and get the victory, 9.
There is no element more important than composure.
That was really
Again, the
close.
Ice,
Well,
they're
it looked
identifying
close,
that with
but
a minute left,
I
let's
don't
go ahead
know.
and send a couple of them back. Let's start to stagger them in spawn, and that's a term that we're going to be saying as well. When you get 2 people coming out at a time, it means they can't coordinate, and that means you have a much easier time.
They were in danger.
And
Oh,
that's such a
I
good
keep afraid
point
to look
that's
at
been
that
on
half the time.
Milana, because a lot of times when you are in a disadvantaged state and you're getting sent back to spawn, you can't just send squids and octolings out there as fast as you can. You've got to be coordinated.
Definitely, like we
True.
said, exponentiated pushes or
Well,
we want to
okay,
push together
kind
as
of.
a team.
I'll say
Now,
kind of.
FT Win is it's a team that has always kept their cool. We saw in the NA Inkling finals.
Yes.
NA Inkling Open Finals 2019. We saw that they really kept their cool even though low-key was taking matches off of them, and they didn't let that bother them, and I think that came through in this turf war match.
As we get set for our next matchup in the ink pools here, Australia, New Zealand, Lime Soda, they won the coin toss, and they're going to go with Anchovy Games for our next stage here. And What do you like
Ooh.
about this one? A bit of a throwback here, Nine.
It is a throwback, and the thing that everyone will know about this map is you have the fans that raise two of the platforms that allows you to not only defend your side, but go up and attack the other side too. So I think in choosing that, they're saying, all right, we can trade with the best of them here. We're going to give ourselves the opportunity to push way deep into the opponent's side.
They did go toe-to-toe with the GG boys, so you have to feel that that confidence that they brought into this one here in Milana isn't wavered, even though they dropped their first game.
And like we said before, it's that momentum that
I
they
don't
might
know about
take.
that, Striker.
So even though they lost, they had that confidence building up throughout that match, and that might be carried over into the next match.
And what we're seeing here once again, Nine, it's what we talked about before. You got to.
Nope, I am not in the Splatoon tournament, guys.
Because
Oh
we're seeing
my
those
gosh.
last-minute
Crazy.
3 versus 2s that
I look
really
nothing
are
like
able
these
to
people.
claim victory for the team that's in the advantage state.
Right, and those last 10 seconds sometimes feel a lot longer than 10 seconds, and a lot can change there.
For me,
especially when you have
D-Nate,
the
probably
bomb
grown
rush
up, if
special. We've seen
anything.
Teams bring that out. We didn't talk about it a lot, but you throw those out
Yeah,
with
that
the
is
bomb
true,
rush
Spring.
especially, you can take an entire area of a map in just a few presses of a button.
Yeah,
Kit-
very
Kitty
powerful,
Cat already
especially
played it, by
at
the
end,
way.
because by the
It's a
time
really
you
good
get those
DLC.
bomb rushes out, the other team probably doesn't have enough time to recover and re-ink your turf, Milana.
And definitely, and using those bomb rushes, you can hopefully get a pick, which gives you more turf from that.
Getting set for our third match here in the ink pools. We're about 90 seconds away, and we mentioned Anchovy Games, Australia winning the coin toss here. And already in both these matches, it's like you mentioned here, Nine, this is a very balanced championship core of teams. There isn't really anybody that's a clear-cut favorite. Everybody has a chance to win this.
Right, and I think
We'll
all
always
four
just
of
show
these
those
teams at one
guys
point in their
danger.
match
I mean,
have
I wouldn't
helped.
mind playing with them
There's just
someday.
been small misplays
They seem pretty
here and there,
cool.
but I think that again shows you how well you can play and how good all of these teams are. And even though there are levels to Splatoon, when you get this far, you know what it means to win. You know exactly what you need to do in a right situation. It's just a matter of controlling your nerves and executing.
And that's such a good point, because we were talking to Australia and New Zealand, and they said they felt more pressure qualifying for the World Championships than being here, because they knew the opportunity to be on this stage, to be in this spotlight, was huge. They didn't want to miss out on it, but now that they're here, they know that they can just relax. They have nothing to lose.
Definitely. I mean, we're all here to have a good time, right? And spot some squids, cephalopod.
I like it right there. And as we said, they're getting ready to roll here in Ink Pools, Anchovy Games. And what about
Oh, wait,
sub-weapons?
really, Spring?
We haven't had much of a
Oh,
conversation regarding that. What sub-weapons do you like?
I like that idea.
In Turf War specifically, I think the Fizzy Bomb is a very
I wouldn't
strong
mind going
weapon.
up
One of the
against
new
them.
ones that came with the Tony Kensa set. You shake that up a little bit, it'll explode 3 times and it covers a lot. But outside of that, anytime that you have what we would call a lethal bomb, a suction bomb, a splat bomb, gonna be great, and you can throw it up to pressure the opponents on this map in particular.
Oh, let's go ahead and put a quarter in the machine here and get
Okay.
ready. Anchovy Games, we've got
Ooh, they have
Lime
dualies.
Soda
All right.
taking on Alliance Rogue right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the loadouts. What do you see here?
Well, looking at it, both sides have opted to bring a bucket. Both Will and Urza are going to be playing that sloshy.
Excuse
Deco.
me.
I didn't even get the chance
All
to
right.
talk about the spring.
So,
That
one
thing
in the
has
chat
been
for
done.
Alliance
It'll take
Rogue
a lot of
or
area,
2
and the
for
sloshy
Lime
deco,
Soda.
One of the most common picks in the game.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Nine pointed out earlier,
Lime Soda
Milan,
does have a
those
lot of
fans
range,
that raise
so
the
maybe they
platforms
could
play
get
a
it.
pivotal part
But
in
we'll
this
find
game.
out.
Definitely. It gives that easy entry into the enemy side of the map, but it also, you have to keep it up.
That
You
is
have to
true,
keep
Spring.
shooting
It
at
does
in
look
order
kinda
to raise
scary.
that platform. So potentially that could be an area of a problem area as well.
Soren using the Exploster to apply a little bit of pressure. Urza bringing a bucket to
Oh,
the match
wait,
as
wait.
well too. Both buckets going at it, but the baller by Urza unable to get a splat. Soren going to go ahead and hop in the baller as well too. And early on, neither team getting that player advantage on the map here, Nine.
Well, they've both been very cautious, and one of the reasons that it's so important to control those fans is because, as you can see, there aren't really other ways to attack the opponent. It's just going to be a battle for the middle until one side pushes up. They've both been deliberate about
you're
getting
lucky,
there and
Spring.
nice and slow, but you see
You
Alliance
are lucky.
Rogue starting to get
I don't
up
understand
there.
Japanese.
Shiver with the suction bomb.
I understand
right now.
Creole.
You see
Yeah, that's one
Yoshiko
thing
top
good
here,
about me.
Doing a fine job, Milana, of being that backliner and staying on the higher elevation to apply pressure.
Oof.
The thing about the ballpoint is that even though it is a backline weapon, you have a lot of mobility. So it can act as a frontline weapon. You can really hold your own. So her positioning is a little bit less important, but she's doing a really good job anyway.
A couple of burst bombs coming up here. Geo undeterred by that. Let's take a look at Gray with that mini splatling, raising the platform, trying to stay higher. Nice little use right there. Oh, here comes some Tenta missiles. Let's see him scatter here, Nine.
Scatter is the right way to put it. Geo doing a good job not retreating so far
Oh,
back
man.
that he gives up the fan. You see moving right back up there. He knows that his job is to continue
Oh, very
hanging here
close.
and not allow that pivotal spot to be taken.
Alliance Rogue has got his special ready to go. Soren just trying to determine when he's going to use that baller at this point. 1 minute left, though. DJ playing that remix, and things are going to get hot and heated here in a second.
Hello, Ronald Gaming. Thanks for coming, and hope you're having a good one.
One-on-one at this point. Baller ready
Yeah,
to
I
go.
don't know.
And we've got Baller on Baller Crime once again.
Oh, wow. That was actually pretty good.
And that is the crack in the wall that you're looking for if you're Alliance Rogue.
It is. They moved right up there. You see they didn't waste any time, and all of the members of Australia are stuck back here. They're going to have to move around. You see this bomb rush that Gio's using isn't going to be able to find that all-important middle of the map. They're having to use their specials just to get there.
3-2 on the map and a special ready to go for Alliance Rogue. They're looking to try and push this thing and claim a victory at this point. Both teams looking for their first victory in Inkcool.
Oh, wait, hold on. Inkstorm could change everything.
The push by Lime Soda. 12 seconds left. Gio trying to avoid a couple
No,
of
no,
shots that explode. Able to stay alive.
Ronald Gaming, this is the Splatoon 2 championship. Yeah.
The final count is, and
Yeah, Alliance Rogue got it.
of Alliance Rogue, I think once again, Milana, they had the advantage towards that final minute of this match.
I think that Lime Soda maybe played a little bit too aggressively in this map. I saw a few 3v1 situations that maybe wasn't what they had hoped would be the outcome. So I think using that aggression, toning it back just a little bit, and I think at the very end, Alliance Rogue kind of pulled back a little bit. They pulled back to mid so that they knew they had that turf readily covered and readily available.
It's so true, Nine. It seemed like those platforms with the fans played such a big role in this map. And then also the timing of the specials. For the second match in a row, we saw two ballers meet, and the one that deploys and explodes last is the one that has the advantage.
And when you have the middle of the map, that means that you've painted up very well, and you typically have those specials. And it seems like every time that we saw Team Australia start to move in, there was a baller waiting for them. And that's not by accident. They are patient, they are ready, they know where they need to hold and when they need to use that special.
And it goes back to communication, as you said earlier, Milana. You know when you have a special, you don't get too excited and
take off the hat.
present early before you play. You wait until the time is
The
right.
hat's
And
a bit
it seems
too
like that's
weird.
what Nine's saying for Team Europe. They were really waiting, Alliance Rogue, as far as, hey, we might be in a disadvantaged state, let's use a special.
They definitely held their specials. They didn't use them willy-nilly. If they didn't.
Hello,
need it, they
Brayden.
wouldn't use
Hope
it.
you're having a good one.
Such a
And
good
thanks for
point.
coming as
So
always.
Australia, New Zealand, Lime Soda, they dropped their second match in the Ink Pools. Meanwhile, Alliance Rogue representing Europe, they're 1-1. Now we'll see a matchup between our two teams that won their opening round. FT Win representing Team North America, and your defending champions, the GG Boys from Japan. And I know you're really excited for this matchup.
Well, I think this is the one that everyone's been waiting for. I know it's Turf War, so it's not quite what everyone's looking to yet, but this is going to tell us
GG
a lot
boys,
about
they're about to get
the
it, man.
stack up
GG
on
boys.
an individual level, right? The coordination is still important. The game knowledge is still important. This should be a lot of fun to watch, and I believe we only have one map left that they can go to.
Skipper Pavilion will be our next map here, and give us some early thoughts about this one.
Well, this is a great midline map. There are areas here that you can just set up shop, watch where the opponent is coming from, and hold them back from there. I don't think that this is a backline mandatory map, so we might see Ice opt to switch to another weapon, but I do feel this might play to the strengths of the
Hello,
GG
Derpy.
boys just
Welcome
a
to the
little more.
stream,
That's such a
and
good
thanks for
point,
coming,
Milana,
and
because
thank you for the
9 says it's not a
congratulations.
backline map. GG Boys don't
Yeah, I
really
know,
play with a
Spring.
true backline.
Well, not only
Definitely.
that,
We
but
see
they
Dynamon
know how to get
maybe
around
choosing
stuff.
to use an
Like, they know
X-Box
how to
or sometimes,
adapt
or a
to
custom
anything.
sculpture. But in general, his name is Dynamon. You might go Dynamo.
So as we get set for
Oh,
Skipper
Dynamo
between
roller.
FT Win in North
Yikes.
America and the GG Boys of Japan, 90 seconds away here. Anything that you're seeing different develop between these two high-level teams as they match up against each other in turf?
And,
Anything
thank
that
you,
you've seen
Jeffel.
that stands out over these
Or
last
not,
couple of
yeah,
matches?
Jeffel.
I think the most interesting part to note is that there were two L3 is what we're going to call them, L3 nozzle noses, a weapon that has just recently, within the last couple of weeks, started to creep up into relevance. It's a weapon that paints a lot, and it does it very, very quickly. And both of the specials, the Baller and the Inkjet, were used to great effect earlier. So I'm interested to see if they opt to go with that and what FT Win's response to that is, because that's not a very conventional weapon.
And we've also seen a point sensor for a sub-weapon.
It's
and
huge for
yes, it
college,
doesn't cover
Derpy.
any ink, but it is something that can really help out
Free
the team.
college
It
money,
can. When
so
you see a lot
pretty
of
much good
enemies
for
on the
me.
ground and you toss that out, the worst thing that happens is nothing happens. You don't get punished. The best thing that happens is you identify where the opponent is sitting. We like to call it sharking within the community there to stick with the nautical puns. But identifying where the opponent is trying to hide, it can be very important, especially if you're getting desperate.
Well, that floats with me to continue the nautical puns right there.
Oh,
Nine, I know you love it. I'll keep serving them up to you all
Oh,
day long,
buoy.
my friend.
Oh,
And
buoy.
there's a look at the Splatoon Sterling Squid. You see the names emblazoned on that on the side. In 2017, Team North America, Deadbeat scoring the big upset over Team Japan, but then last year, the GG boys, the winners, they're hoping to go ahead and just hit copy-paste on that trophy for this year, but they've got
wow,
to get
that's
by
crazy.
Some very strong teams, as we mentioned. FT-Win, a team that has really done a great job of establishing themselves as one of the top teams in North America here, Milana. Any other notes about them as far as what you've seen from FT-Win throughout the year?
I've seen them participate in
No,
online tournaments.
that was my principal and somebody else.
They are really just a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, not my
Here we
dad.
go, Skipper, Pavilion, Turf War, and our Ink Pools.
Say
There's
we
a
barely
big
see on Turf
champion,
War.
the
It'd be
GG
interesting.
boys taking on FT-Win from North America. GG boys. And
Oh,
the
it's
Turf Wars,
over.
you've got
They had
FT-Win,
Tentabella.
Turf War,
Yeah.
early on.
GG boys.
Not a lot of
GG
terrain
boys about to
that
get
is
this.
visible at times here, 9, and so you have to be careful about the path
Oh,
you take to try to
man.
get to the other enemy's territory.
You do, and I think that the GG boys know exactly that. Look at Etina switching over to the Tentabella. A year ago, he would've been laughed off the
boys.
stage for using that. Right now, it is a force and one of the scariest weapons to go up against. You see it right there, but I love the fact, we said this would be a long-range map. The GG boys opted to again bring what we would call a double back
Look at that, man.
position into this fight.
Yamamichi able to pick up the splat on Kyo. That's big time right here. Etina using that Tentabella to clear some space. Shaq right now.
Yeah,
sharpening
GG
around, and
boys, they're about to get it.
Here comes that suction bomb launcher as well too from the upper echelon, and you look at having the higher ground in this map, Milana. That's big too because it seems like you have the advantage if you have the higher ground.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely. By
Double
having higher
baller.
ground, you have more visibility. You can see everything that's happening. And it's better for you.
Oh yeah,
than
definitely,
anything.
Brayden.
IG moving along with that L3, as you said here, 9 doing a great job of covering some turf, but it's also so good at picking up splats, and that's what the GG boys said. They're looking for splats early on in this matchup.
Well, and you look at what they've done with Etina there. Etina has been at the top part of the map this entire game. And
Whoa,
for
that's
good
pretty
reason.
close.
It takes 2 or 3 people to take him out. They've rotated their backliners at the bottom, and Yamamichi has used the same Stingray from the same spot 3 times now.
Yamamichi getting it done for the GG boys. They've got a 4-3 advantage, but that's negated all of a sudden. Ice with a nice splat right there to even things up. You see the Stingray charge for Ice, trying to apply a little bit of pressure, help out his teammate over there. Kyo was in a 2-on-1, but very nicely done by Ice to provide that support time.
And that support is exactly what they're going to need, because again, to go back to the Tentabella, that is a weapon that you can't really beat in a one-on-one, provided that the opponent knows what they're doing.
109 left. You see 2D in the baller taking on the Tentabella, trying to ruin the camping trip right there, but no! 2D getting splatted from behind. Taiji trying to avoid the pressure right now, trying to get out of the 2-on-1 right now, using that baller, chases them back, and you also have to be very careful about how defensive you can be here too, 9.
You do, and we
Oh,
see
bubbles.
the bubbles coming up right here, and immediately Ice jumps all the way out and says, you know what, I'm not going to get anything out of that situation. But be careful, your Shaq's actually in a great position to jump on this aggressive play, but just like clockwork, the GG boys sense that there's danger, rotate back. It's going to be a battle of specials as we get here into the last 30 seconds.
Shaq trying to get behind enemy defenses.
Oh,
2D
wait,
using the
wait,
baller.
hold on.
Nice job by Taiji to avoid it.
Ooh,
Huge support help on that splat.
I don't know, Chief. Looks kinda rough for them right now.
30 seconds, Yamamichi once again with that Stingray getting a big time splat.
And down goes Kyo. That means that all of this turf is going to be completely free to ink, and there is a lot of it. You see Etina pushed up. Shaq and Ice are pushing Dynamon back, and Yamamichi needs to rotate. Does just that right there. All they need to do is hold their position, and I think that splat's going to be the one that settles it.
Yamamichi
Yeah.
getting it done for
Yeah,
the
GG boys got it.
Give a trade
Yeah.
right there in the double splat at the end for good measure.
Wow, I told you
Unbelievable.
guys.
The GG boys gonna
Tenor
clearly
Brothers
take this
really
victory,
good now.
And it looks like even though the competition has stepped up 9, the GG boys have
Man.
obviously elevated their game.
That was a battle that was won on the weapon select screen. You can see that the
Yeah,
GG
F in the
boys came
chat,
with an idea.
yikes.
We're going to put Etina up at the top. We're going to distract as many people as we can. With our double backline composition, we will ward people off, and if we need to support Etina, we have an infinite range Stingray that's going to do that job.
The ink pools are all finished up here. You take a look, 2-0 Japan. They go ahead and take the overall top seed for the most part. And then you've got a couple teams that go 1-1. But at this point, we'd like to welcome in the other member of our commentary crew. Put your hands together for
Oh,
Ashley Escada.
Hi,
her.
everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
Oh.
I made a kid and a squid while I was gone last year, so I'm ready. I got one more left, and I can have a whole Splatoon team.
Well, as we get set for
So
rainbow
she's saying that
season
she's
two,
pregnant,
what's the biggest
basically?
difference? You've obviously
Okay.
covered a couple of these championships before. When we make
It's
the
kind of a
transition
cheesy
from
joke.
ink pools to ranked mode.
I mean, ranked mode is a whole different ballgame, right? So in Turf War, there is one objective. Obviously, there's a single objective in all of these ranked modes, but there's so much more strategy that goes into each one of these modes.
I don't have it
that
right.
You're
I
going to
don't.
see
Yeah.
all kinds of crazy
I don't have it
loadouts.
on right now, Derby.
Nine, like we've talked a lot about how things have changed quite a bit, even
I'm
from
gonna have it on
PAX,
later,
when
not
we
now.
were at PAX. Like, things have changed, and so it'll be really interesting to see what these teams roll out with.
And obviously, Turf War is the foundation of a lot of different things covering that turf, as we said before. But then you get to the rank mode and you throw in another objective. And that's
Oh yeah, you know, Spring.
It is, and I think
Hello, Blogzilla. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for coming as always.
Decided when time hits 0 in the same way that Turf War is. We say that only the last 30 seconds matter because it doesn't matter how well you've played the entire game. In ranked mode, you get to keep the lead that you built, and it's up to the opponent to beat it.
Let's take a look at some of these.
Besides for
modes
plus
here as we
12.
Prepare for semi-final action at the Splatoon 2 World Championship
Alrighty.
2019.
Oh, best of 5.
Next is
Oh wow,
Tower
it's take a
Control,
while.
and it's one that many people love here. Let's start with the basics of tower control. Ashley, what are we looking to see here?
Well, there's a tower in the middle of the map, and if you or any of your teammates get on it, it's gonna move toward the enemy base.
Alright,
If you
D-Nate.
can get through the
Alright.
checkpoints, which is a very
Yeah, I
big
have.
part
What's
of
the question with
strategy
that?
Here, you can, in fact, knock out the other team. But
Ron, you look tired? Yeah, I'm a little bit tired.
Let's take a look
But
at the
it's not
upcoming
that big of a
bracket
deal.
after we just got done with our ink pools.
I might probably go take a nap
Facing
after
off
I'm done
against each other
streaming.
in semi-final
Before I
action.
do
This
the
is GG
Smash
Boys
Ultimate
in first
tournament.
place,
So
FT in
yeah.
second, Alliance Rogue in third,
Actually,
and Soda in
let me
fourth.
get some
So
light in here.
GG Boys will take on
My
Alliance
lighting
Soda
looks
in
terrible
first
right now.
semifinal, and then FT win.
There we
facing
go.
Up against Alliance Rogue in our best of 5 here, and so your eyeballs immediately go to FT Win and Alliance Rogue. They had a very balanced turf war match, and you figure
Man,
rank
Alliance
will be
Soda.
just the same here, Nine.
Well, just
Now it's
think
good
back
for
to
them.
just 1 year ago, the last time that we saw the North American team and the European team, we saw fireworks there, one of the best sets of Splatoon I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
I expect much the same here as we keep going into this tournament.
In tower control, Ashley did a great job of talking about the checkpoints, and on certain maps, some checkpoints are more important than others, Nine. What does that mean?
Well, when we say that a checkpoint isn't that important, what we generally mean is it's very easy to reach
Oh
it
my
and very easy to get through it. It's
man.
not a big point of congestion or contesting. So if there's a spot where we say this is the key checkpoint to get through, generally that is the point of no return. And you know, some maps only have 2 checkpoints.
That's right, and that is when things get really intense because you've got to scrap for that time in those checkpoints. You are, it's war.
Well, it's really
war.
important, too, when you get to a checkpoint, to clear it.
Hello,
The
Marcos
last thing you wanna
Diaz.
do is
Welcome to the
sit there
stream, and
with
as
part of
always,
the engine
thanks for
idle
coming.
8 seconds and then not clear the
Excuse
checkpoint,
me.
tower resets, and you've got to go through that same point again.
You do. You have to get through every part of it. So even if you get to one single point left on a checkpoint, if you don't clear it and it goes back, you got to get all 10 of them again.
As we get set for tower control here, we had a conversation once again with the GG boys, the defending champions, and Ashley, they said what's very important is when we're on the tower, we understand the opposing
Yeah, the
team is
meme.
focusing
Yeah, I know
in
the
on our
meme.
player on the
Why?
tower. We need to use the tower as a distraction to go for splats, protect our buddy.
They are so good at that strategy because, one, they have some of the absolute best slayers out there. And so you're going to look for all kinds of flanks from GG Boys. They're going to be looking for ways to take out the back line and the mid line of their opponents so that there is no way you're going to see a Stingray on the tower. And that's going to be the easiest way to get an opponent off of it.
All right, we are ready to go here. Tower control, semifinal
Hey,
action.
the Reef. Let's get it.
Good old scoop of vanilla ice cream. The Reef for our stage here. Nine, I know you love this one.
I do, and this map is one of the most exciting places to play tower control on. You can
Oh
see
yeah,
right there,
definitely.
3 checkpoints, but they go by quick. That first checkpoint, merely a stepping stone. It's really that second checkpoint we're going to be looking at first.
Lime Soda in the green, and you've got the GG Boys of Japan in the purple. Tower control early on,
Ooh.
and a splat that makes it 3-3 on the field. 3-1.
Oh, sweep!
Complete wipe right here, Nine.
Oh my.
Stingray in 10 seconds.
Outrageous.
How did he build it that fast? What?
Right there, Dynamon on the
Hold
tower.
on.
You hear the cheering music
Hold on,
happening,
hold
and
on.
now
No, I don't want to clip it yet, but
the tower
how did he
is
build it
actually
that
showing
fast?
high G trying to
Yo!
pressure your spawn, and actually you see that sometimes when you push, you try to keep the other team busy at spawn while that tower moves.
It's one of the easiest ways to
He
clear a
literally built that
checkpoint
up
is
in
to,
20
if you fight,
seconds.
especially an entire team, the best thing you can do is push
Oh,
forward
man.
as far as you can and keep them away from the tower so that you can ride it right into the finish.
GG Boys in the express lane in this one, Nine having no issues whatsoever.
Yeah,
pushing
Stingray is
tower
really good
also
for tower
coming
control.
back Lime Soda.
Super duper
The way
good.
that they've rotated their aggression is insane. There's so much I'd like to say about
Man,
it. I'm gonna get the-
wow.
Nope.
Yikes, dude. GG boys. They're about to win this tournament, man. They're not playing around, guys. This is Japan we're dealing with.
Might have had a controller issue in that one. We'll let you know what
Wait, what?
possibly happened. Sometimes those things happen.
Wait, controller
For the
issue?
most part, you saw the
Nah, Chief. Controller issue? No.
Very smart because they knew, okay, we will give up a little bit.
That did not look like a controller issue to me.
Trade for what could be a double splat. It did end up being that.
That did not look. No. Hold on. No.
But the key moment I
That looked
was
nothing like
as
controller
Tiger
issue.
was in that inkjet, moving up. Etina moved up to take that spot as well.
Because I saw them all moving. So
And Ashley, we saw the push.
I don't
They
know.
weren't just camped out by the tower. They extended their offense out and really kept Lime Soda back towards their spawn, and that buys some precious seconds for the tower to move.
It absolutely does, and I think the GG boys, of all the teams here, have obviously been together the longest. They're the defending champions. They have not swapped out a single player from last year, and that means that
I
they
gotta
have,
go
I
against
would
them
argue,
someday.
the most trust. Right?
Hey,
So they
Spring,
trust
when do you think they
that
can do a scrim?
whoever's on that
Because I
tower,
like to
they
face
got
them someday.
Right? And they can go forward, they can push, they can make those kind of gambles that really pay off and enable them to win so quickly.
And you saw the GG boys get the victory.
Hello, Brittany. Welcome to the stream, and as always, thanks for coming. I like your profile picture, Brittany. You have a parakeet. Pretty nice.
I am Yamamichi, Etona, Dynamo, Taiji. We are GG Boys.
I like that pose.
Splatoon 2 is a game that all sorts of people are playing. Like, my wife is playing it, and so are her friends.
Wait, wife?
People from old to young.
They're
Last year I came
adults?
to E3 as well, but I
They
never
look like
got to
teenagers.
go overseas because of a video game.
Which team do you think will win the championship?
Needless to say, the GG Boys are gonna win it.
I love the story about his wife got him introduced to Splatoon and all of a sudden loved doing this. So wives, once again, they make their husbands that much better, honestly.
Oh
And
my
take a
goodness.
look at the GG
I didn't know he was an
boys.
adult.
What
I
they're
thought he was
trying
like
to
a
do is they
teenager or
defend, and
something.
This is a Team 9 that never really
Oh,
they never
man.
really get too worked up. They know that they can just trust their ability level to be victorious.
Well, they've been here so many times.
Honestly,
They've been on
Marcos,
this stage more
GG
than
boys.
anybody else,
They're
but
so
also
good.
they've played at the highest
I mean, I want to
level
play
in
with them
Japan,
someday. Like, I
specifically
really
Japan,
do.
widely regarded as the
So,
strongest in the
yeah.
region. They get this level of competition every single week.
So we do want to let you know there was a control
Yeah, thanks,
issue
Spring.
with Lime Soda in that last matchup, Tower Control on the Reef. We're going to go ahead and redo that.
Yeah,
one.
GG
We love the
boys.
sportsmanship
They're gonna
of
get
these
this
two teams
tournament.
right here. So it's now 0-0. It'll
Man,
be the
why
GG
can't
boys.
Florida have
Clap it up
Splatoon
right
tournaments,
there.
man? Like,
That's right.
like Florida.
I wish
That's
that I
one
could do
thing
that when
I don't like.
DC.
Okay, I like Florida,
Accidentally DC,
but
I wanna do over.
here's the
They'll
thing.
get set to go
The
ahead
thing
and
about
take
Florida
up
though
Tower
is
Control
that
once again,
we're
but
kind of big in the competitive scene, but not really in terms
The
of
left side
gaming.
where we saw Taiji use that
Like yeah, we have
initiative,
Street
the
Fighter,
reason I
we have
like it
Smash
is because
Brothers,
there's so
we
many
have
ways to attack the opponent and get in front of the objective.
like
We're gonna talk
other
about that
fighting
in every
games in
single
general.
mode. You have to play in
But
front
it's
of it.
like
You sit by where
we
the objective
don't
is, that's where
have
everyone's
like a
looking, and they're not gonna be
scene
able to
for
use the advantage where
shooters,
the eyes
racing
are.
games,
cool is we go around the
strategy
ball,
games
set
like
the
League
go
of
ahead and
Legends.
start this
We
game.
don't have
That really
any of
speaks
that
to
in
the
Florida,
community,
which
Ashley. Just a very
I don't know.
warm, welcoming
I mean, who
community.
knows?
Such a
Maybe in
competitive
Florida
game
I can start like my
that
own
continues to grow.
Splatoon thing,
They
but
really opened up
that's
the
gonna be
tentacles
really
for
hard to do,
everybody
honestly
and welcomed
speaking.
them.
It is 100%
Like,
true.
it's like I wish Florida had
I
more
have played a
stuff,
lot of
you know?
shooters in my
Because
time
if
in
we,
Littleton.
if I had
And,
local
and-
Splatoon tournaments
but this
like where I
community
live,
is so
I would go to it
joyous.
every
They
week
are so much
because
fun.
you know,
They are so
like I
welcoming.
said, it helps me
Even
get
the
better in
top
some way.
level players are like, just come talk to us. We'll give you tips. We'll help you. We want you to beat us. Like that's
Yeah, I see what
how
you mean, Spring.
wonderful.
Yeah,
and
understandable.
strong the foundation of the Splatoon 2 community is.
We'll get started here in a couple minutes as we continue
Come on,
to figure
man.
out all the
Like
technical
Florida,
issues. Wanna make
Florida's
sure
like one
everybody's good
state
and
where
locked
we
in and
need
ready
to
to
have a
go for
Splatoon
these
scene
semifinals.
because
So much
we
at stake
we
here
really don't have one
at
in
night.
Florida.
Listen, you're the darling of the Splatoon community on the cover of the Splatoon Tiger Beat magazine and all the
True.
cereal boxes.
That's a reference.
Speak a little bit more about
Good
how
reference,
it's grown
not gonna
so much
lie.
over the last couple of years and how Splatoon 2 has made this game so accessible for so many people.
Well, I think it ties into this exact tournament, actually. I think when we had that very first E3 championships back in 2017, people saw what teams could become. They saw that you could get sponsored. They saw that you could be even better at this game. That pushed everybody up, and that made more people interested in the game. It's no secret that I do love this community. It's done a lot for me. It's helped me reach heights that I never thought I could, but it all starts with love of the game. This game is so addicting. If you pick it up, you will not be able to put it down.
It's so
Yeah,
easy to
right
love.
here.
That's the thing I like about it. It's like you're in there, you meet Pearl and Marina, and you're just like, I love these squids. I love them.
Well, we had a chance to hear from the GG
Well,
boys
and Octolinks,
representing
don't
Team
forget.
Japan. How about their counterparts from Australia? Lime Soda representing Australia, New Zealand.
I'm Will.
Yoshiko.
Shockwave. Trent. Chio. And we are
Lime Soda.
You know, I feel like they should have done with Sprite cans.
We love
I don't know.
and cherish all the support that you guys give us each and every single day, and it's really lovely waking up to see all the support you guys give us. It really does motivate us to do our best and for a smile on our
Whoa,
face.
those Pro Controllers. What? They get gold Pro Controllers? Oh my goodness.
See that the fact that they qualified, and we've been talking to them all week and how excited they are to be here, but they're not.
I know, right, Spring?
The stage isn't too big for them. They feel
Oh,
like they can come here
man.
and make some noise.
They're playing with house money. They know that if they just go out and execute it, they have the right weapons, right? Everything that they play is what we would consider to be.
Yeah, I don't blame you right
They're
now.
here to have fun and
I mean, I
compete.
like
It's the
them,
same
but
game. The
the
stage is
news
just-
can get a bit annoying at times.
They're the upset kings of this tournament. I mean, they came back from an 0-4 deficit to win 5-4 in their qualifier. So anything could happen. I'm excited to watch them play. I absolutely love that they are a really great representation of the meta and also just really good, cool people to hang out with like last couple days.
You see Lime Soda right there bubbling up some conversation with themselves as they get set for tower control. Maybe a different strategy. Let's go ahead and
Yeah,
run
hopefully.
this thing back, y'all. Tower control on the
Yeah,
lead.
pretty much, Kirby.
You've got the GG boys of Japan in the purple.
Yep,
and then in
they're
that
not
green,
getting this.
You've got Lime
Nah,
Soda and
man.
9 a little bit more. It looks like
GG
you've seen
boys,
the same
they're about to do it
conversation
again.
Yeah, and I think that that's part of the rule set as well to make sure that nobody can tactically DC, as we would call it. We're going to see the same strategy. Another 12 seconds, but this time Will gets a nice pick here. So instead of going down immediately, they know, okay, we can't do that again, and they're actually on the upswing this time.
4-3 advantage momentarily on the map for Lime Soda.
Why somebody get on the tower? Come on, somebody get on the
Lime
tower.
Soda, they can be quite the formidable foe.
I know there's somebody in front of them, but
Jet trying to
they gotta try to push a bit.
Nobody yet climbing on that tower, and Ashley, we've also heard
Want a
this
Sprite
say,
Cranberry? I would love a Sprite Cranberry.
That's right. Sometimes you want to wait to get on the tower. I know whenever I play, I get really excited. I want to jump right on there, but the real strategy here is knowing when to get off the tower.
That
and when
is
to get
true.
back
Yeah,
on
you
the
know
tower.
what?
So
I was
they're
probably
gonna
wrong
wait
there.
until there is an advantage and the right person can get on that tower.
Nice little trade right there as Yamamichi rides the tower to the first checkpoint. You see 3-2 on the map and a couple of special.
Yeah,
plays go.
they're about to push the heck out of them again.
They moved up and forced a double team on Will that caused that follow to be popped probably a little earlier than Will wanted to. And now we're going to get to see again this snowball start to go up. Yoshiko is positioned very well, but needs to hit a snipe.
Ooh, good snipe.
Just like the man predestined. Speak it into
Oh,
life
love a
here,
Sprite
Nine.
Cranberry juggle.
Nine Stradamus
By
over here.
Lime
Wow.
Soda. It's 4-4. That tower really just passed the first checkpoint, and that's not safe by any means on this map here, Nine. You also look 3:30 left, plenty of time here, Ashley. And Lime Soda doing a good job of bending and not breaking.
They are doing a great job of neutralizing Slayers. I mean, this is what they have to do. They have to make sure that they are taking out their opponents so that they don't get these specials, because Yamamichi with that Stingray is very dangerous.
Here comes Etanut jumping into action here, Nine, and what are we seeing from the GG boys?
We saw an incredible use of all three specials there.
Yeah,
Dynamo
they're
kept himself
yeah.
on the
GG
tower
boys
with
got
his
this.
forward. Then
They got
used
it.
their Stingray. Once the counter Stingray came out,
Hey,
they
nice
get
to see a
ready to
spike.
pressure that. That's why this push is still going as they approach that final.
I know,
checkpoint.
dude, that
Sean
flick
being
was
very careful to
crazy.
stay in some green ink to drop the hammer on Yamamichi and the GG boys. However, GG boys are cleared a second checkpoint. They have a sizable 32 to 100 lead. Will trying to avoid some pressure, gets on the tower. And let's see if Lime Soda can get on the board here. 2:30 left, plenty of time, but they face yet another deficit. Ashley down 4-3 on the map.
It'll be really interesting to see what Will does next. He takes out Tona and ends up going 1-for-1. It's a trade. This is going to be really close. I think in the way of, I don't know what's going to happen here.
GG boys getting closer and closer to the final checkpoint. Yamamichi,
No, it's fine, Spike.
Stingray, you're gonna hear it all
Understandable.
afternoon long.
Ooh, very
Little
close.
Stingray on Stingray action. Nobody getting stunned right there. Dynamon using that baller, however, getting pushed off the tower. That's the issue with the baller on the tower sometimes, Nine.
It is, but you saw that Taiji was up there holding that position. And to talk about those counter Stingrays that just happened, if you are on defense and you lose that, that oftentimes swings the game for you. Yoshiko needs to hit another snipe here. I couldn't speak into existence this time.
Final checkpoint cleared. It looks like the GG boys are gonna have no problem getting this victory.
Yeah, that was an easy one for them all to play.
Effort than last time, though. When you see that Australia, New Zealand,
I don't have the thing on, that's why, Kitty.
But it was just that constant onslaught by the GG boys.
I don't have the thing on.
You know, that combo of the baller and then you got Taiji with the inkjet is just so hard to overcome on tower
Actually,
control.
hold on,
It's a
real
really
quickly.
good strategy.
I can fix it real quickly for you guys.
And they wrote it all the way in.
I'll put it on,
said earlier, Yamamichi in the
be right back.
Going to see that a lot. Why is that Stingray such a powerful and valuable special for the GG boys?
Let's check the stats. It has infinite range. It goes through walls, and you can see where the opponent is. So all three of those things are very important, but more than anything, two of the modes that we'll be playing today, Tower Control and Rainmaker, have a centralized objective. You can see where it is at all times, and on the checkpoints there, you saw they were opting to save their Stingrays for that time because nobody can run. If they get off the tower, the checkpoint resets.
We just got done with Tower Control. You saw the strategy there. We'll get set for our next ranked mode match between the GG boys of Japan and Lime Soda of Team Australia, New Zealand. And it seems like for Team Australia, New Zealand, Lime Soda, they have to just make sure that they can continue to get somewhat of a push against the GG boys. We never saw that in that last match, Ashley.
Yeah, sometimes when any team plays against the GG boys, it's really tough to get a hold of how aggressive they can be, especially when they really get out in front and they start keeping you away from a central objective. And I think that's going to be the hardest thing for them to do, but it is the thing they must do if they want a chance of coming back.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our next ranked mode that these two teams will partake in here. As we said, we just got done with Tower Control. The GG boys getting the first victory in this best of 5. Up next, good old Clam Blitz here, 9. And a lot of fun strategies with this one. You hear an emotional response from our crowd here at the theater at Ace Hotel. And what's it going to take with Clam Blitz this time?
First of all, wipe that smirk off your face. Secondly, there's a lot that goes into Clam Blitz. It is the newest mode, and it's
Sorry,
probably the
guys.
most
I'm
difficult
still trying to
really
fix it
get a
right now.
grasp on. This is probably the mode where just controlling the map is the most important part of it. And we've seen a lot of developments in this mode since the last time that we were on this stage. I'll say if there's two things you have to do, everybody needs to pitch in to collecting clams. You collect 10 of them, it puts together what we call a football or a power clam. You throw it into the basket, and we'll see if these teams can show you how it's played.
Clam Blitz and Arowana Mall here. You've got the GG boys of Japan in the orange and then Lime Soda in the green. And speaking with the GG boys, 9, they said it's less about splats and Clam Blitz, but rather dominating the economy, having the majority of the clams on the map so your team
should be
can
good now,
form
hopefully.
those power clams. And let's see if they follow that strategy early. What do you like about Arowana?
Wow, hold on.
It's a very
Is there nobody in the stream chat right now?
But that's why, again, the
Oh, I want to say, wait, is the chat really that bad?
backliners here. They know that they can control the way the map is
Oh
moving,
my
and that
gosh,
crate
that
right
would be
there where you
crazy.
see the Tent Umbrella
Alright,
shop is going
let
to
me
be
play
the
headphones
point
like
of
this. That was
contention.
stupid.
I love the fact that Yoshiko is here.
Oh, Barbarian, yeah, hold on.
Baller actually
Just
is
put them
going
down
to
here
get
for now.
through. They need to grab that claim again, though.
And yeah, there we go. Alright. Body back up.
Looking to form the completion. He got 3. The power clam
Excuse me.
into the basket, and now it's time for the GG boys to start filling the basket. But as you said, just a great individual effort by Taiji 9.
It was, and more than anything, this score might not be a big score, but it's going to mean that they control the middle.
Alright,
There's
so,
a mechanic in Splatoon called super jumping that allows you to go to where your, anybody on your team is
pretty
standing.
good right
so
now.
it's going to mean that they can continue their pressure. I think that Australia has snuffed it out, though. Great defense by them.
Australia able to survive.
Yeah, probably after this match, guys.
Scored by the GG boys. You see that 13.
I don't know, because I am feeling a little bit tired right now, honestly speaking, but at the same time, though, I kind of want to leave the stream on, you know? But, yeah, probably after this, I may probably go take a little bit of a, not a break, but I may probably go lay down a little bit. I may leave the stream on, at least a little bit, because, yeah, I'm a little tired. Hey, Brian Plays Nintendo, welcome to the stream, and as always, hope you're having a good one, fam. But yeah, I think I may probably go take a nap a little bit, because I'm feeling like really dead right now. Plus also the fact that I need to go do the Smash tournament later, most likely. So, yeah. Well, Clam Blitz, again, if you go to play, it's pretty good though, honestly,
Again, you're
Kitty
seeing
Cat.
small scores, and that's going to mean that the penalty is still there. Now, that power
Yeah,
play
that
we
is true.
talked about scored you 20
I mean, I like
points.
Clam Blitz.
This is
It
actually
depends if
still
you
a
play it.
very
That's
close game.
the whole ordeal with it, you know? But yeah, probably after this, guys, I'm gonna go take a nap, most likely. Wrong part of Smash tournament? My wish. That would be pretty cool if I was, but
I would say the reason
of course, I didn't really know much about it.
right there that
See, I kind of wish, you know, with the whole tournament thing, one thing I wish they did was, I wish they did the whole Best Buy thing where basically you would compete at Best Buy, and then I think, what is it? I think you have to come, like, top 10 at least to be qualified for the whole tournament thing. I wish they did that instead, rather than just, like, oh, yeah, do it online, even though it's kind of weird and wonky. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Yeah, that's right, Kirby. See, that's kind of lame, though. I can't, like, show my emojis on my stream overlay because, you know, well, maybe there is a way I can do it, but I don't know how to do it, honestly. Alright, is the thing ever gonna disappear, though? The, black overlay? I would like it to disappear. But, yeah. Stayed up until 1:55 a.m. Ooh. Yeah, for me, you know, funny thing, I got up, like, at 11:40 this morning. Like, 11:40 a.m. And I'm still tired. Like, again, I think I'm going through something right now. I don't know why. Like, it's either my body's going through something, or I'm probably like hibernating during the summer. I don't know, honestly, but my body is kind of weird. Hey, Caleb Pop, welcome to the stream, and as always, thanks for coming. Like, literally, for the past couple of days, I've been getting up super late in the morning. Like, what I mean by that, yeah, they got it. Good job, GG boys. Like, literally, I'll go to bed, like, at 12:30, and this is my normal time sleeping, by the way, because when I go to sleep normally, I go to bed at 12:30, then I would get up, like, let's say, normally I'll get up at 8 o'clock, that's like my normal wake-up time, but for the past couple of days, I've been getting up, like, 11:50-ish, and it's like, okay, that's actually kind of strange. Why am I getting up, like, 3 hours later? I don't know, it's kind of weird. But, yeah, so you know what, guys? How about this? I'm gonna go take a break for a bit. I mean, maybe 30 minutes or something. I don't know, honestly speaking. I am gonna keep the stream on. If you guys ever do need that, oh my, see, I need to go to bed too because I'm not even talking correctly right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna go take a little bit of a break. I don't know how long, honestly speaking. I guess until I feel rested per se. But I'm gonna leave the stream on in the background, and if you guys do need anything, then let me know, please, and I'll be sure to respond back, no problem. So yeah, see you guys in a couple of minutes as I go do this. Ronald, how do you feel about the 3DS being dead? I don't know. I mean, I like the 3DS, but I think at some point it's gonna stop.
Securing the zone is one
so yeah,
thing. I'm
gonna
sure
be
you're not
right
penalized
back.
when it gets taken back is another thing. So really doing a good job of pushing forward, making sure, again, you're keeping your opponent from either that central objective in the splat zone or both splat zones. You really have to have good defense when there's two.
Let's go shopping at Mako Mart here. Don't forget to grab some milk, splat zones, and this is only one splat zone on this map here, 9, so a lot of the action is going to be very concentrated.
It is, and taking a look right now immediately, you see a double L3 nozzle nose. That's going to mean 2 ballers and a third one being added in by Dynamon there. If all 3 of those go in the zone, they're going to take it in the blink of an eye.
You see Lime Soda in the orange and the GG Boys of Japan in the purple. GG Boys already securing the zone, and one thing they talked about, 9, is that they're not going to push too far once they get the zone. They want to make sure that they aren't too aggressive and give themselves the opportunity to be snuffed from behind, flanked from behind to lose the zone.
And they're especially going to try to build their baller. You see that they already have a Stingray at the ready that's going to immediately target Yoshiko, who is willing to trade a 1-for-1 there. I like that because it allowed them to take the zone and apply a penalty.
Huge recovery right there by Lime Soda. You see the 36-second penalty for the GG Boys, so that'll buy some precious seconds for Lime Soda. 4-3 on the map, and actually a chance for Lime Soda to finally make a push with the advantage.
That was a huge take back because once you can apply that penalty, it becomes, there's a little less pressure. And I think that that's really helpful for them in this moment.
You see the splat, we've got a spill on Isle Splat Zone right there, 9, and Etana and Taiji You mentioned the double L3 composition. They're going to go and try and put a lot of pressure on Lime Soda at this point.
And you can see they have 2 ballers at the ready, so they're not going to have any trouble at all doing that. Etsuna going to run in, pop the baller. There's another one that they can use. Trapped in the corner. Etsuna goes for 3. Why not? The 4th one sitting up at spawn, and this is getting ugly.
Etsuna putting on an absolute clinic, finally able to get slowed down, but it might be too little too late. GG Boys just a few seconds away from claiming this 3rd victory, and that'll do it. GG Boys with a clean sweep in the semifinals, and last year's defending champions having no issue whatsoever through those 3 ranked modes. And what we saw early, Ashley, they controlled the zone and they were able to apply some pressure in spawn.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only were they able to do that, they were able to do that with completely cool heads, as if this is just something that they do in their sleep, which pretty much it is.
Well, let's go ahead and give a round of applause to Lime Soda. They put up some great battles. We certainly appreciate them coming all the way here from Australia, New Zealand to give us a show. I'm sure we will see many of them later. What a great opportunity, great experience for them. But Nine, it's very tough when you're going against the defending champions.
It is. They're the champions for the reason, as they give a little fist pump right there. They know that their goal is still a little ways away.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket here as we have our first ticket to the finals punched here by the GG Boys. They get the 3-0 sweep in semifinals, so they will take on the winner of FT Win and Alliance Rogue. And as you said earlier, Nine, this matchup between North America and Europe that we're about to see in the semifinal, this is one that you really want to keep an eye on, because these are 2 teams that are really dominant in their regions and have really taken the crown in their respective countries, and now they have a chance for an opportunity to knock off the champions here soon.
And more than that, they are very familiar with each other. Earlier, Milana was talking about Kraken Paradise and Team Olive, the 2 teams that kind of formed this. Those 2 teams, along with FT Win, have been battling at the top of the European North American leagues for ages right now. They know the tricks that each other are going to do.
And obviously, you're well aware with each player, with each team for the most part, but Ashley, the stage is different. You know, it's different when you're playing online versus live on the stage in front of this crowd, in front of this audience, with the Splatoon Sterling Squid up for grabs.
It's different just casting on the internet by yourself. So being in front of this amazing crowd, they're hyped, they're ready to go. Like they are super excited to see these teams face off. Obviously, FT Win, it's a hometown team. We got North America here, but at the end of the day, anything can happen. Like Nine said, these teams have faced off against each other many, many times just playing Splatoon. So it'll be interesting to see how all of them react.
And Nine, we were talking earlier in the week, and you said FT Win. When they are at their best, it is hard to find anybody better than them. It's just a matter of, will they be consistent enough in this tournament to be able to match the consistency we've seen from, say, the GG Boys?
It is, and they have been hiding their scrims for short. They have been hiding the results of those because they don't want anyone knowing what tricks they are. I was trying to talk a little bit with them. These are my friends. They're like, sorry, no, we can't tell you anything.
Yeah, no friends during this week here.
No friends.
Well, we mentioned FT Win representing North America. Let's take a closer look at the 4 that comprise this squad.
I am Shaq, 2D, Kyo, Ice, Quavo, and we are
V2Win.
My single piece of advice would be to understand that getting the most amount of splats in the game does not necessarily mean that you played perfectly or you did everything properly. There's always more to learn. Just because you get the most amount of splats doesn't mean that you played the game right.
So FT Win right there, getting a chance to know them a little bit better. And Nine, they were talking about some strategy for some folks that are maybe just new to Splatoon 2, and he said sometimes it's not all about the splats.
Right, there's so many things that go into playing a good game, and sometimes just being a Brella on the tower and not leaving the tower can be the difference between getting a win or a loss. Sometimes it's holding the position. There's just too much to boil it down to a single number.
We saw a lot of Stingray with the specials. Baller has been very popular as well, too. And it seems like regardless of the rank mode that we're playing, that Baller provides a lot of benefits, Ashley.
It's a great way to give cover, not only to yourself if you're in a bit of a pinch, but it's also a really great way to give cover to a teammate. If you end up getting, double teamed, you got 2 squids coming at you, Baller's a great way to get them to go away. So it's a really nice way to it's a little bit of a defense mechanism, but also a really great offensive mechanism as well. So it's a fantastic special, and it's no wonder it's being used a lot here.
We're about a minute away from action here in 9. Those specials that seem to provide that temporary invulnerability like we see with the Baller, or that you can stand far away from the action, apply pressure, it seems like there's a defensive component to some of these.
There's a defensive component, and there's also spatial control, which is something that, of course, we know the Stingray, being that it can reach everywhere on the map, does. But when you have a baller, it forces the opponents to move away. And even if you don't explode and get a splat, it means that your teammates can move up as well. And spatial control really is the next level of being a good Splatoon player.
Yeah, it's that combination of turf coverage because that baller explodes, but then also scattering everybody because you know, Ashley, these high-level teams, a lot of their success is based upon being able to establish certain parts of a map, and when you have to scurry away because of a baller, it can really disrupt your strategy.
Yeah, disrupt is exactly the right word. I mean, disrupting a team's rhythm, what they are most comfortable with, is going to be a great way to knock them off their feet and potentially take the win.
As we get set, we've got tower control on the Reef once again here. FT1 from North America taking on Alliance Rogue from Europe. You've got FT1 in the blue, Alliance Rogue in the green, and 9, you know it, you love it. What are our loadouts looking like?
Well, I want everybody to keep an eye on two players in particular, 2D from North America and Gray from Alliance Rogue. They are going to be providing ink armor, one of them with a more aggressive weapon in the end zap, the other a more supportive role with that Tensa undercover umbrella. That's a mouthful.
And that ink armor, once again, defensive capabilities coming from a special, allowing you to be more aggressive here. A little one-on-one action here. Shaq getting the best of that, trying to avoid some green ink coming in. Right now, you've got Alliance Rogue that's moved the tower just 10 little points, so plenty of action to go here. Urza trying to charge up those Tenta missiles, but gets splatted by Kyo, and actually early advantage on the map. You've got FT1 getting a couple of big splats here.
Yeah, this is an early advantage, so it may not pay off for them in the end, but it is a really good thing for them to have been able to kind of, you know, they scared EU just a little bit. Rogue Alliance was like, you know what, I think I'm going to jump back to base. A couple of our players have gone down, and now we got a Stingray out.
Well, once again, that spatial control, 9 Ice able to dislodge and disrupt the Stingray for Alliance Rogue.
It is, and sometimes, like you said, that's just enough, because when you're using that Stingray, you're doing it to take a couple people down and build a lead for your team. Give yourself a little breathing room. A counter Stingray, not going to allow that to happen.
FT1 is now taking the lead. They're at the first checkpoint. However, they get dislodged. They're back on the tower. Oh, almost about to clear that checkpoint, but Kibber with a nice double splat 9.
And that's going to disrupt it entirely. That's going to be the end of it there, taken down before it could even get started.
And that's huge. We've talked about with the checkpoints. You want to make sure you clear them. If not, you're just leaving yourself more homework after school when you get back to that checkpoint. And we know how balanced these teams are, Ashley. We're a minute and a half in. Neither team has cleared the first checkpoint.
Not at all. And that is a real testament to how good these teams are, how much they've played against each other. They know their strategies. They know what's going on. That might be a really critical Stingray splat right there.
4-2 on the field for a moment for FT1. They did a nice job stopping the advances of Alliance Rogue. Now let's see if they can boost their score. How about Ice? Slipping and sliding out of the way of those splats. He does a nice job, Soren, trying to get the tower. But here comes some Tenta missiles once again to disrupt that back line.
And you know that's the thing that we haven't talked about yet. One of the reasons why the Tenta missiles have become so strong, everyone for the longest time was focused on Stingray v Stingray. The Tenta missiles do it with much less commitment. The Stingrays from Soren have been completely inconsequential so far.
It's such a good point. Soren can't get comfortable at that point. And FT1 getting to the second checkpoint. They're trying to clear it. This is one of the ones in the stage here that you're looking, as you mentioned, Ashley. That's the critical one in this map if you want to give yourself somewhat of a safe lead.
Absolutely, and now we can see there's a couple of Rogue Alliance jumping back to base. They want to get out of the way of that Stingray.
FT1 trying to close the door on this map. Kibber trying to get him off the tower. It's a battle. It bleeds everywhere. The ink is going everywhere, but the super jump back in.
Wow.
How about FT1 surviving that storm at the end right there, 9?
Look at that. Kyo had jumped onto the tower with a splashdown. He said, there are invulnerability frames as I come down. We are knocking this out no matter what happens. But their ability to press forward and use their specials, we say it so much, but you almost can't say it enough. Coordinating your specials in time with the push makes it very difficult for your opponent to slow it down.
It really does. It's a thing there. If you can do that with your team, if you can communicate and say, okay, you use your Tenta missiles, keep that Stingray away. Now let's use Baller. Now let's use Splashdown. I mean, if you can do that all coordinated and all together, it's, especially at the end for that very last race to the finish, it's beautiful.
And that's what we love about competitive Splatoon. You have those moments like we saw at the end, just pure chaos, but these players are so good at remaining calm through all that ink flying left and right for the most part. Let's take a closer look at a replay from that last match. One of those exciting moments, our instant replay. 2:24 left, and keep an eye on the tower. It's moving right now. Ice moves it, but look at all the action that's going to happen. Walk us through it here, 9.
So you see, of course, they have one person as their designated tower rider, but you see that Shaq was by it as well, meaning that they were going to have at least some pressure there. He pops back off, but they were able to get 2 people. And as the GG boys said, they want to play around the tower. And that's exactly what they did, positioning to take out anybody who was trying to stop it.
And the splashdown at the end, you have to love it. So FT winning a tightly contested match. They were finally able to break the levy in that one and get some momentum. But you saw how close these teams were because that tower wasn't moving much early on, Ashley.
Not at all. It was very, very close for a really long time. But I think a couple of splats, they were very key to enable FT Win to finally start making some progress and get through those first couple of checkpoints.
Well, let's take a look at our upcoming ranked modes that we will be seeing. We just saw Tower Control. We'll have Clam Blitz coming up here next. And looking at Clam Blitz, once again, that strategy. We saw the bubble protection from the GG boys, but we've also seen the coordinated super jump with the baller that has become popular.
Right. That is something that I think becomes sort of a desperation play. And I said earlier that Clam Blitz has developed. If you just sit everybody back, try to run one baller in, teams are too good. That's not going to work anymore. It's 2019. So I think that the way the GG boys played the map is exactly what you're going to see both of these teams try to do. Set themselves up, pin the enemy team in, and just jump in as they will.
And with Arrow on a mall, there are some tight corridors there as well too, Ashley. So we saw that a lot of 1v1 situations are very important. We saw that from Tai G from the GG boys. You figure it'll be just as vital this time around.
Very much so, and I think we'll see more umbrellas, especially like you said with that tight corridor. The tent umbrella really comes in handy to be able to push an opponent backwards, to keep them off balance and be able to take them down. But yeah, those 1v1s are going to be really key in this fight.
And Nine, we just saw a shot of that beautiful stage, and how great is it for these teams to compete at this high level, knowing that these are the best of the best teams. They have gone through the rankings here. They have gone through the battles and the matches and the qualifiers, and here you are on the big stage getting a chance to take on each other.
This is the payoff. This is why you practice. This is why you put in the hundreds, the thousands of hours that you do into this game. This is why you stay up late. This is why you get up early. It is for this chance right here.
How many hours was it, did Kyo say he had logged into Splatoon?
Over 5,000.
Yeah.
Just in Splatoon 2.
Well, I know you have a lot, Nine. I'm there feeding a bottle late at night, and Nine's online putting in more hours, so I love the work, my man. Let's go ahead. Arrow on a mall, Clam Blitz. Let's take a look at these teams. You've got FT Win in the purple representing North America, and Alliance Rogue in the green representing Europe. And once again, that clan management, taking care of the currency on the map seems to be more important than getting splats at times here, Nine.
It is, and there's one person in particular I'm going to point out again. I pointed him out last time. 2D, right here, playing the L3, the Kensa L3, has a hammer. We have seen the hammer do some pretty great things, and it's honestly the best answer for Tensabrella. We're getting a sneak peek. Speak it into existence.
You want to be the hammer, you don't want to be the nail. 2D getting some home remodeling done right there. 4-3 advantage on the field for FT Win, but you see a power clamp in the hands of Alliance Rogue right now. Let's see if they can advance it into FT Win territory. And Ashley, the problem is FT Win can see where that power clamp is coming from.
Yes, it is glowing, and so everybody knows who has the power clamp, and it sort of becomes little kids playing soccer. Everybody's after that power clamp.
You saw Gray trying to utilize some bubbles to clear a path, but unable to do so near the basket. And so a power clamp still in the hands of Alliance Rogue. Shaq winning a big-time one-on-one, but gets some reinforcement help from his teammates. Alliance Rogue able to avoid that. 3-2 on the field for Alliance Rogue.
And Gray really has to be the key player here. He's been in the middle of a lot of the action so far, but we saw what the Tensabrella can do. And given that FT Win does not have one of their own, it's going to be on Gray to push the advantages that weapon has as far as he possibly can.
Ice with the power clamp. A couple of power clamps for FT Win on the field. Neither team has been able to get it into the basket on either side. Middle of the map has been where a lot of the traffic is taking place. Kyo with the splashdown. Gray still being patient, deploying some bubbles right here. Here comes a Stingray. Alliance Rogue seems like this is where they want to make the push here now.
Here comes a Stingray, bubbles, baller, everything was used right there. Gray is going to get the score, and they're going to jump somebody in. Gray actually was able to stay up for that, so Soren doesn't look like he's going to be able to get any more. I believe this is going to be the end of this push for the time being, but 57 is a big mark. We say that this is the mark where your score is officially good because now 2 power clams will not equalize it.
Such a good point, and Ashley, we saw a nice job of Alliance Rogue clearing some traffic, using the bubbles to get the basket open, but then you saw the teammate use the super jump.
Yeah, this is again, like Nine said, classic strategy on Clam Blitz. Now though, like Nine said, you've got North America. FT Win has got to really push to get at least 2 power clamps plus a little more.
Kyo and Kibber applying some nice pressure. That Stingray taking out a member of Alliance Rogue. Kyo super jumping over to the side.
Here
Got
comes
the
the
clams
boom.
ready to go. Here comes the power clam. A couple of more buckets, but nicely negated. However, they're filling the basket. The timer is live. Ice has got some clams. A splash wall providing some protection. This is a big 1v1. They trade. Let's see if we can get any more FT Win members in there. They're one clam away here tonight, and they get it, and they take the lead.
Just enough there, and Shaq was actually able to jump back in and sneak more. Shaq is going to keep this open as long as he can there, and able to stay alive. They're going to be able to jump more people to Shaq right now if they want. They might opt to stick with this score right here, and it does look like they are. Shaq, have a day.
Shaq clearing the way for his teammates. It's all right to be greedy in this version, Shaq. I see you. 142 left, 44-57 lead. How about the hammer coming out once again for 2D? You called it 9, and then how about the liberal use of the splash wall, Ashley, providing some nice protection for FT Win when they need it most?
That splash wall is one of my absolute favorite subs. It's a great way. You can jump in front of it, jump behind it. It's a really, really great defense for anybody looking to push forward. So he's doing a great job with it.
Let's see if FT Win wants to be on the offensive with a minute 15 left. They have a power clam ready to go. Ice is coming in, but it's only 2-1 on the field. And if you're Alliance Rogue 9, you've got a little bit of time left to mount a comeback, but you've got to be very careful about how you do it.
You do. I mean, you've got plenty of time here. 2 power clams are going to take the lead for them right now, and they know that with just a minute. They're going to try to get control and make great bomb up against that splash wall. Splash wall is fun to use when you're not in front of it, but when you are, anything can take you down.
Yeah, you want to make sure the ink is the same color as you when you're approaching that splash wall. Here comes a chance for Alliance Rogue. They've broken the barrier.
It's close.
Here comes some more clams. They seize the lead from FT Win, but 38 seconds left. That timer's still going. Let's see if Alliance Rogue can pack the lead. However, like you said, 9, just 2 power clams away from FT Win.
They snuck more in.
Just before the door closed, they grab one more bull, and they go ahead and pad their lead. At this point now, it's going to take more than 2 power clams for the most part for FT Win. How about a huge turn of events by Alliance Rogue?
It is, and really the catalyst for that was Gray with the tent umbrella moving in, and then in the middle of all that chaos, hiding in the back. Nobody knew he was there. We are going to enter overtime here because they do have a power clam left on the map, but they're going to need a lot more than 1.
It's a trade right there. We're going to head to overtime. You hear the siren sounding. Ice has got to be patient. Has a power clam ready to go. They're going to need more than 1, though. You see the clam economy at the top. There's going to be a lot becoming available here soon. Oh, can't get the splat on Gray with the tent umbrella. Gray trying to stay alive and weaken the forces. There's only 1 FT Win member left. Hanging back right there. And that'll do it. Alliance Rogue seizing control of this match. And we've got a 1-1 tally as we get set for Game 3 here, Ashley. And this is what's exciting about Clam Blitz. It's about that one moment you get to break the defenses and then making the most of your opportunity.
That is exactly what Alliance Rogue did, and they did it multiple times in this game. And honestly, watching them really have that strategy locked tight, and all of them were together. They made that concentrated, coordinated effort right under the basket and then snuck a couple in there right after. So that really actually made a huge difference.
It did. I think that that's actually really the moment of the game where the entire dynamic changed, because at that point they had to score not only 1 power clam but a second power clam and then some, and it's all because, you know, every one of those clams is worth 3 points. You sneak 4 more in, that's almost an entire other power clam. It meant that FT Win had to go out and be risky trying to collect more clams.
And that's such a good point, because you think you have the safety of 2 power clams to get the victory there. No. You got to add some more to your bucket there as you get set. Let's take a look at our next upcoming ranked mode match. It will be Splat Zones at Mako Mart, as we saw earlier. And as we continue to mention that we love Splat Zones amongst the competitive community because of how consistent it can be.
It can, and we saw last time when you get the lead, you have to push up, you have to be a little bit careful about not going too deep, but as long as you're putting pressure on the opponent, you can get big scores. And we didn't even get the chance to talk about the penalty. Sometimes flipping the map is just enough to buy yourself a little more time.
And that's such a good point that you make right there, because if you can just buy yourself some time with that penalty, Ashley, you don't need to panic, you can seize control, and we've seen before with Splat Zones, once you have control, you can almost run that thing all the way down to 0.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can buy yourself enough time to really get in a couple of key splats, specifically the people who are in midline, maybe whose job it is to keep you away from that splat zone. So I think being able to take back and apply that penalty to your opponent is a huge part of the strategy in any Splatoon game.
And what's been interesting is our teams are taking the maximum allotted time in between matches to talk strategy. So obviously we see how competitive it is here, Nine, and you're learning and applying things from maybe the last match that you want to take into the next ranked match.
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned the last match, because the last mode that is in this set is actually another tower control game. I think Alliance Rogue knows we probably need to win this, because if Game 5 comes up, we probably aren't going to win that one.
Splat Zones and Mako Mart, we've got FT Win in yellow and Alliance Rogue in blue here on your map. Loadouts, anything stand out to you, Nine?
Well, again, the Tent Umbrella coming out of gray. This one is one of the new weapons, the Sheldon's Pigs that were announced at PAX. This one has a wicked hammer. We'll see if Gray gives us some highlight reel material.
Obviously, one zone in here, and already FT Win claiming this one. Kyo trying to apply some pressure down the cereal aisle. No luck right there. 1v1 versus Kimber. How about the help and the support of the Stingray in that situation, Ashley?
That is exactly why he won that one-on-one, because it became a 1.5-on-1.
Oh, but Alliance Rogue and Gray going with the hammer, but let's go ahead and put the tools away. No time to work. FT Win taking control of the zone, but the penalty, there we go. They got the penalty. They're out of the principal's office here, and they're getting ready to pad their lead at this point. You've got a couple of backliners on each team here, Nine, but you have to advance them in this map, it seems like.
You do, and that's why both of these teams are waiting until the exact right moment to use their Stingray. Kyo getting styled on a little bit there, and Erza gonna put another pick there. This lead is going to go back the other way, but this is the key moment. Splat Zones is so exciting because teams have gotten so good at this phase, which we call the Lockout Phase.
And here comes the Lockout. Lead switching back into the hands of Alliance Rogue. They've got 4-4 on the map, a couple of specials ready to go. FT Win can't seem to get into that zone. They're getting pushed back towards their spawn. They're going to need to really utilize those specials here in a push, and that's what they do, Ashley.
Oh, man, yeah, they are pushing right now. Ice is doing a really great job with that Stingray. I am shocked that so many splats came out of that, just because now Alliance Rogue had 3 specials, and then they lost a couple of them.
And Nine, it seems like this match is a personification of these two teams, tightly contested, the lead switching hands back and forth.
Well, this is so often what we see at Splatoon at this level. It's a battle of both sides building up their specials, coming back in, trading lead, and then they lose it. The switch really comes when the specials don't take anybody on the other team out. When you flip the zone, but you don't get the Lockout Phase started. But again, we're seeing the exact same thing that we've seen again and again. But I think that Alliance Rogue is pushed up here a little further than they were last time. This might be their chance to take it the distance.
And you see the penalty really slowing down the progress for both teams at this point, because as that score gets lower, that penalty is going to get higher. Nice splat by Ice on Gray. Let's see if FT Win can seize control. No. Great job by Alliance with the Lockout Phase. But as always, FT Win claiming control. And it seems like Ashley and FT Win is doing a good job of not getting pushed back too far.
Yeah, they're also doing a really good job of staying on the high ground. They're doing a really excellent job of communicating, talking about where their teammates are. I mean, that was a trade, but you know what? If you can take out Kyo, that's really good for you.
Oh, FT Win doing a fine job of not losing control of the tower right there. And they take the lead once again. Let's see if Alliance Rogue can battle back. And then they go ahead and grab the zone. But this is where the penalty starts to come into play here, Nine, as our timer is now right around 2 minutes left.
It is, and 2 minutes can be an eternity in Splat Zones, because that timer moves faster than the one you see at the top of your screen. This checkpoint needs to be taken by this bomb rush. I think that the umbrella might be enough to slow it down here. Maybe not. One gets sniped out of the air. This is going to be the lead going back the other way.
That splashdown getting caught in midair was huge, because Alliance Rogue now takes the lead with only 1:44 left. That's a stiff penalty for FT Win to overcome. Zone is up for grabs. Can FT Win apply the penalty at this point? They do. Now they've got to hold on and try to lock out. They haven't been as successful with it as Alliance Rogue has been, and Alliance Rogue once again actually taking the lead, but it's 3-1 on the map. FT Win.
Oh man, that was this is going to be really tough for Alliance Rogue here. This is going to be really tough for them, but they might be able to pull it out. They have enough time.
And Nine, how about this? You don't see Splat Zone matches go this much back and forth. It really speaks volumes to how evenly matched these two teams are.
It does, and at this point, if you want to see the action, just look at the special meters on the top of the screen. That's what's dictating everything. One of these teams needs to find a pick in a situation they haven't, and getting that forced all the way back is going to be the reason that happened.
And you hear the roar from the crowd as FT Win claims control of the lead once again, and they are finally locking out Alliance Rogue. Here comes the Stingray, 14 seconds away from a critical Game 3 victory. Oh, how about Ice? Here comes Urza with the baller, and Alliance Rogue takes back the lead. However, that penalty is going to be huge, Ashley, because they are running out of ticks on the clock.
They're definitely running out of time, and they need to go ahead and lock them out. They're going to have to keep this basically until the game is over.
Kiver and Alliance Rogue, 30 seconds left. They're going to have to take it into overtime if they want to get this victory. They have a chance, though. They're out of the penalty. Oh, but a couple of big splash once again. They lose control. MT Win's got to seize it, and they're 7 seconds away, 16 seconds away from getting the victory here. Alliance Rogue has time for one more push here. They've got to build that special quick. You see two more of their players right up there. Here comes the baller. Oh, but how about MT Win? There's mayhem in the middle here, 9.
Oh my goodness, right over overtime, and they don't have any specials to work with right now. It's going to be so important that the remaining players of FT Win can hold this position. They don't know he's there. Tootie has to get this pick.
They were 1 second away from the match ending, but Alliance Rogue now just a few seconds away from that penalty erasing. They've got to hold the tower for 13 seconds.
Can they do it?
Here comes FT Win. Can they apply any pressure? Alliance Rogue with that huge come from behind victory. And as the sands of time almost run out, Alliance Rogue able to hold their position, and they steal a game from FT Win. Go ahead.
That was a bank robbery level steal. Oh my gosh, what an amazing comeback. I mean, for them to be able to hold like that, this is so good. It's so good.
Everybody here in the theater at Ace Hotel is buzzing right now. You see the response from the players, the round of applause from the audience. What a show, what a display of tenacity.
We might need a
by Alliance
defibrillator
Rogue
for
here, 9.
Okay, that might be the single greatest game of Splatoons I've ever seen played. Back and forth, big plays being made. I'm gonna admit, I thought that it was over. Kiver went down with Splashdown with about 20 seconds, or I'm sorry,
I said,
Booyah
oh,
Bomb.
I think that's
thought that was it.
Yeah,
But for them to have the tenacity to come back in with about just a few seconds left, everyone on the map turned to the Splat Zone and said, let's hit the trigger as fast as we can. We've got to paint it, and that is the thinnest edge that you can win by.
1 second left in regulation. And Alliance Rogue able to steal the zone. They overcome a penalty and take the victory in overtime. That's huge because now they take a 2-1 advantage in our semifinals, and it's the first 1 to 3, which means we get set for our next ranked mode here. We just got done with Splat Zones. That means we're going to have a little Rainmaker coming up here as well, too. And you look at the Rainmaker strategy here, Ashley, and this is one that can end very quickly if you're the team that isn't able to match a push.
Yes, it can end very, very quickly because all you have to do, as easier said than done, of course, is take the Rainmaker to your opponent's goal. And if you can slam dunk that, you're golden, literally golden.
And 9 Rainmaker with these teams, it's all about a coordinated push once again because you just can't go all solo by yourself and try to be an action hero. You really need the support of your teammates in Rainmaker.
The principles that we talked about in tower control apply here too. You want to play up ahead of the Rainmaker because though the Rainmaker does have a very powerful burst shot, it doesn't move very quickly. It does mean that you're kind of a sitting duck when you have it. It's going to be on the rest of the team to make the big push. So as we saw in tower control, they're going to wait until they get maybe a 1 or 2 squid advantage before they make that push.
2-1 Alliance Rogue has the advantage in the semifinals thanks to a last-second come-from-behind victory in overtime. In Splat Zones, they're getting set for Rainmaker here in about 30 seconds, and you're so emotionally charged after a match like that. It seems like both teams need to sort of refocus and not get too caught up into what just happened here in a second 9 as they get set for Rainmaker.
Yeah, at this point, the last game never happened if you're FT Win. You just say, all right, we were a second away from winning that game. Now let's move on to this one. I do think that Rainmaker does favor the way that they like to play. They have been the ones that have been more aggressive, and I think that that's going to be exactly what they need. Because Rainmaker Inkblot Art Academy, there's really only one way you can go.
There really is, and it's a matter of being able to take out the opponents on the high ground here, Ashley, because you want to use that undulation, that difference in height to your advantage. But if you lose pivotal spots here in Inkblot Art Academy, that Rainmaker is going to have a clear path to the goal.
It will have a field day getting right to the goal. It will be very easy.
All right, let's go ahead and get our brushes and smops ready. Inkblot Art Academy Rainmaker. Alliance Rogue, 1 victory away from taking on the GG Boys in the finals. However, FT Win from North America, they're represented in the green. They want to push this baby to a Game 5. 9, what you see in here?
Well, I'm seeing pretty much the same composition that's come out of FT Win here. They have to be comfortable with the way they're playing. They know they were so close, but Urza here is bringing out the first of the rapid blasters that we have seen here. Last year at this time, it was a dominant weapon as Shaq comes over and says, what are you talking about? I'm playing the dominant weapon right here.
4-2 advantage, FT win. That's going to be huge for moving the Rainmaker forward. 4-1, they're looking for the clean wipe. Kyo going to start to push the pressure into the spawn of Alliance Rogue. Ashley, Alliance Rogue going to have to play some defense here very quickly.
Absolutely. I mean, they did not want to have that full wipe, so you saw one of those players jump right back to base because they said, you know what, let's just reset, let's compose ourselves, and let's get back out there together.
Shaq's got the Rainmaker, has to avoid the onslaught. Oh, almost had the freeway open, but the toll booth was closed. Gets splatted right there. Alliance Rogue able to play a little bit of defense, but early on, Nine, we mentioned in these Rainmaker levels, there is a certain point you get to where it becomes very difficult to mount a comeback.
Right, and honestly, getting to this point this early in the game bodes very well. And if it was not almost perfect defense by Alliance Rogue, that one might have gone even further. This Stingray combined with the Tensa missiles is going to open a lot of space for them. They're going to need to move up quickly.
Ink Storm, though, such a powerful special. Just set it and leave, and that creates a lot of havoc for FT Win. Alliance Rogue unable to get through that. Ice once again with the Stingray. And Ashley, if you're FT Win, you have the lead. You can now focus on defense a little bit more if you'd like to.
Yeah, I think that's a really good strategy for them. They're going to, like you said, they're going to wait a little bit, get a couple of splats here before they start pushing forward.
Nine, you look at where you can maybe pin the Rainmaker here to make it very difficult for Alliance Rogue to mount a comeback. Any thoughts about doing that at this point?
Well, I think the wall that they're at right now is where it needs to happen, but they've waited a little bit too long, and they've allowed Shaq to move up here. If he gets one more pick, that might have been it, and they do get some more points out of it. And again, every point means a lot at this level. As Kyo actually pops the splash down by himself, Urza has to pop this bubble just to at least slow this push down.
38-70, you see some suction bombs, burst bombs, splat bombs, and torpedoes being deployed right now. Every sub-weapon you can think of. Tenta missiles ready to go. However, that's going to be negated by Kyo. And you see the one-shot splat as well, too. The constant pressure by FT Win, you called it out, Nine. They're the aggressor in this one, and it is showing.
Shaq just jumped right into the middle of two people, got a splat, and said, no, the pressure's not done yet. Keep an eye to the sky, my friend. We are not done.
And once again, FT Win claiming that Rainmaker, and Ashley just controlling the Rainmaker this whole match has made it difficult for Alliance Rogue to even focus on playing offense. They're on their heels.
Yeah, they are absolutely on their heels here. This has been very difficult for them to get any kind of traction, even in the center of the map, not even in enemy territory.
2D with the Rainmaker trying to scale the wall. Nicely negated by Gray and that Brella. Rainmaker in the middle of that wall. Suction bomb coming down. 4-3 advantage on the map, Alliance Rogue, but we know, Nine, we can never count them out.
No, they can. And right now, the real change of dynamic here is that every time we see one Stingray, the other one comes out. The time that this is going to shift for either one of these teams is when one of them doesn't have that all-powerful Stingray to either make the push or slow it down.
4-3 on the map, Alliance Rogue. Once again, you look for that player advantage on the map. They have the Rainmaker. Maybe this is the chance where they can make a push here, Ashley.
Yeah, they're going to have to get a couple of really key picks here. I would say if they can take out Toon, but obviously, that Stingray is so brutal.
You don't need a dog, you don't need a security system, you just need a Stingray, Nine.
Two people did go down there at the start of that, though, so even though Ice was able to get that pick, you see that they're all there, and now Soren has his Stingray, and is going to be able to fire it at whoever they want. Gray is going to grab it here, and Shaq actually 102v1 there to slow that one down.
That's huge right there. Shaq getting the advantage right there because they were in position to go ahead and push that Rainmaker. Threaten the lead of FT Win. Keep an eye on the clock in the middle, though. We're approaching about a minute left right now. FT Win with the advantage. You start to think how important it is to play defense and not waste any time or resources, actually, trying to extend your lead.
Yeah, one of the things they just did was they let Soren kind of walk around a little bit. They danced around, and then they took him out to stagger him so that that spawn took a little bit longer. They had to wait a little longer to regroup.
Shaq trying to escort the Rainmaker. Judy's got a chance, but no. Alliance Rogue with the splat. 36 seconds left. It's all about building specials. Maybe time for one more push here, Nine.
It is going to be time for one more push here. They might be able to lose the Rainmaker, repop it, but that is going to be it. And the fact that a couple of them are kind of going down in odd situations is big. Urza's pick there also big, but this baller is not going to be able to assist with this push. You know, I spoke too soon here.
Baller takes out the splashdown. Here's a chance once again, but they lose the Rainmaker. And of course, Soren with that Stingray, putting in work, almost gets the wipe. 6 seconds left. Rainmaker up for grabs. All they have to do is just secure it or leave it alone. They've got it covered, and that'll do it. Let's go to a game 5 here, y'all. FT Win getting the victory. 2-2 How about that? The aggression by FT1 throughout the match to get the lead early on and protect it.
It was, and protecting the lead changes so much because when the opponent is holding the Rainmaker, you build special meter passively. It is so much easier to play defense as a result of that. And again, because there's only one path that the Rainmaker can go down, you can focus all your defense on one side. And can I just say, of course, we're getting a game 5 between these two. It couldn't go any other way.
Odds are it'll probably be overtime as well, too. But Ashley, we saw 9 call it out. Shaq with a couple of key 1v2 splats in order to protect that critical wall spot really allowed FT1 to play some great defense.
Yeah, it really did. So anytime you have 2 opponents bearing down on you, that is a really difficult thing to win. And it really speaks to his skill level to be able to really handle a 2v1 in such a relatively easy looking manner. I mean, it's not easy for us, but it's easy for him.
Let's take a look at the final 25 seconds of this. We saw almost a push by Alliance Rogue, but the defense applied by FT1. And 9, take us through the last couple of seconds of this match.
What we saw here, what actually really worried me was Urza getting the pick. So this is a 2-down situation. You see the Stingray come out of Soren early, but that means that Ice got to fire his second. And I know 2D got the pick there, but that was going to be stopped by the Stingray regardless. Ice got another pick just for fun. Let's go ahead and toss an assist on there, and that really was the end of the game.
And it speaks volumes, 9, to the ability of these players to understand score and situation. You have a special built up, that Stingray. You don't just go ahead and use it right away. You wait until the moment where it's most beneficial for your team.
And I think the fact that Ice fired his second really was what changed that whole thing. Soren went early because it was on him to blaze the path with that pick, but Ice said, all right, you fire first, that means I'm going to get the vantage point on you. I'm going to be able to take you out. And at that point, it's just a slow-moving Rainmaker that I've got to stop.
Game 5 semifinals. The winner of this game will advance to the finals to take on the defending champion GG Boys. We have tower control up next, and Ashley, the mentality. We saw an unbelievable comeback in Game 3 by Alliance Rogue. FT1 able to hold their water, get the victory in Game 4. What's in the mindset of both these teams as they know there's so much that hinges on this next game?
I think FT1 is really coming in confident into this Game 5 because, one, they've already won a tower control. They're very good at it. And they're also coming into Game 5 with the momentum of having won Game 4. So Alliance Rogue, I think, has a little bit more of an uphill battle here to really take them down, but anything can happen.
And you look at tower control yet again, these teams taking every second they can, 9, to talk strategy, because you talk about this stage. This is the moment. This is where memories are made. A Game 5 in the semifinals for a chance to play in the finals with all of the community watching. Going back to the strategy you saw with FT1 and tower control, what are they trying to replicate?
They're trying to push up ahead. They are trying to snowball the opponent, and they are trying to neutralize Soren's Stingrays. That's going to be the big job. They did it earlier with missiles. They did it earlier with counter Stingrays. That's going to be the most important part of this game.
And you said neutralizing the Stingray, keeping them off balance as well, too, is critical because that Stingray relies so much on that positioning to see the map and to be comfortable, Ashley.
Yeah, I mean, the Stingray, especially in tower control, is so pivotal. And so you're going to see Ice and Soren facing off over and over and over again. And whoever the better Stingray is going to win the game.
Of course.
That's my prediction.
It's Starfish main stage for the right to play GG Boys in the finals. I know this crowd is ready to go. We've got FT1 from North America in the green, Alliance Rogue in the purple. What do you see from the loadout here, 9?
This is weapons that we've seen from both of these teams this entire time. They are going with what they know best here. And at this stage, at this level, in a Game 5, I don't blame them whatsoever.
And as we know, that tower is tricky to maneuver over those first 2 checkpoints here because there's a lot of traffic and really easy for teams to respawn and apply some pressure.
What?
But right now,
how did that happen?
Unbelievable. 1-2 advantage on the field for FT1 already. They're going to go ahead and move this tower to the checkpoint. Unbelievable display of individual skill there, 9.
He shouldn't have gotten either of those. That's not how that's supposed to work. There's a glitch in the system.
We talk about how this is a long match, Ashley, but things happening like that in the beginning can set the stage for the entire match.
It absolutely can, and it did, and it is, because right now they're past checkpoint 1. They're already going forward. I cannot believe he had his back turned.
And Ice applying some pressure with the Stingray Booyah Bomb, not getting a lot of support right there, but it'll have to do. Second checkpoint. This is the big one, 9.
This is, and it looks like they are dancing around the tower right now, not wanting to give up the advantage they have built. And great job by Alliance Rogue moving up at the time. They're going to hold the tower here, but the threat is not even close to being gone.
That was a huge defensive stop by Alliance Rogue. We cannot stress that enough because once you get past that second tower, boys at hard to mount a comeback. 3:35 left right now. Alliance Rogue and FT win. Same amount of squids and octolings on the map right now. You see Urza trying to apply a little bit of pressure, help support the tower and escort that in there. And for the first time we see here, Ashley, Alliance Rogue applying some pressure.
Yes, and they're doing a really nice job of actually covering the high ground in ink, and that is really important when you're trying to just delay a little bit. Just delay them just a hair. Make them ink that turf so that they have to spend a little time there as opposed to getting right to the tower.
Alliance Rogue able to get back on the tower. That's big right there, 9. They're trying to get to the second checkpoint, but they are down 3-2 and a great defensive stop by FT win.
It is, but you have to say for Alliance Rogue, you're happy with that because you lost to the Stingray essentially in that situation. That's what slowed that down, but you now have a much easier path to get there a second time. Win a couple times in this neutral game, you'll be back in business.
Such a good point. That first checkpoint's out of the way, so you can really allow that tower to advance much more quickly without taking a potty break, as we like to say. 2:40 left, 59-36 on the field. Advantage FT win, and already we see a couple specials coming out trying to dislodge that Stingray, Ashley.
Soren is so good at building up that Stingray. It is outrageous. It's so fast. He has it so often, and he uses it so well.
4-3 on the map for FT win. They're on the tower now again, and Alliance Rogue gonna have to play a little bit defense. Oh, Shaq in the aid of a 2v1 big time splat there, 9.
And just the way that they moved around there, you saw, of course, Urza was looking at the tower. Shaq knew that and came around the outside. I don't know what level of coordination it takes to make a call like that in the split second, but they're almost back to that second checkpoint and looking for more points.
FT win threatening to increase their lead at this point. They get knocked back off the tower. Couple more seconds they have to hang out on there. Let's see if they can advance it. No, they lose the tower. They seize it back. Alliance Rogue doing all that they can to prevent the second checkpoint from clearing, and they again stop it in its tracks in reverse course, Ashley.
I am very impressed at the defense that's happening here, but you can see there's a lot of coordination on what is being thrown at the tower. So a lot of Tenta-missiles. You got Tenta-missiles, you got a Stingray, it's all at the same time. It's a really great way to get everybody away from the tower.
And 9, it seems like FT Win can afford to be aggressive because the tower has to return, but hold on to your tentacles. Alliance Rogue on the tower, pushing it into the second half of the map here shortly.
And what FT Win's trying to do is get these small picks so that they can't get all 4 specials at the same time. They know that that is the only way they're going to lose this. They're willing to trade if it means they keep those specials away.
Stingray trying to put a red light in front of the tower at this point. Tower gets returned back on its track. Alliance Rogue hops back on top though. 2D using the umbrella. Kipper getting splattered once again, flanked from behind. Nice work of the 2v1s for FT Win. Under a minute left here, Ashley. This is where FT Win has to lock things up and not allow Alliance Rogue to sneak through the back door.
All they have to do is play a little defense, stay on the tower. It sounds so simple, right?
Yeah, that easy, right?
It's just that easy.
And 9, that's a good point. You have 40 seconds left. You have the lead. Towers in their half. When you decide, listen, we're going to go ahead and bulk up our defense and hang on to this victory.
Well, right now they're saying the best defense is this kind of offense. Shaq not even stopping the shots there. They're once again almost at the checkpoint, and with just 25 seconds left, they're going for the knockout. They're greedy. They want more.
Do what got you here and play aggressive. They're past checkpoint number 2. 18 seconds left. It's looking like a steep hill for Alliance Rogue, but they're back on the tower. Urza getting splatted by that torpedo. Kyo and company, they just have to sit back. 9 seconds left. Can Alliance Rogue do it, or will FT1 punch their ticket to the final? 3 seconds left. And that'll do it. FT win from North America. They win Game 5 in the semifinals. They advance to the finals to take on the GG boys, and they survive a 2-1 deficit, Ashley.
I mean, this is exactly what brought them here. They are so good at tower control, and coming in with that momentum from that Game 4 win, they were really tough to beat.
My goodness, just some terrific games, and like you said earlier, how about a big round of applause for Alliance Rogue from Europe? Unbelievable matches we saw, and really, 9, that Game 3 that Alliance Rogue in the Splat Zones, you said one of the best you've ever seen.
It really was. Their ability to continue to fight back no matter how bad the circumstances were, I think shows what it takes to be a team of this quality. Can we please talk about that opening 1v2 that Kyo won? That set the tone for the whole final
entire game.
Let's go ahead and give you a replay here, my good friend.
Hey.
See what Kyo did. And we mentioned these matches are so long, sometimes things don't matter in the beginning, but in this situation it did. It allowed FT win, and take us through what we're going to see from Kyo here, 9.
Well, I think if you'll allow me to get a little bit technical here, you can see this is the beginning of the map. Nobody really has many specials that are built. If Kyo goes down here, they lose this entire right side where that first checkpoint is going. Kyo gets that pick, which means they're going to be able to hold on to it. But getting this pick not only means that they're 2 down, as we see a little dance in there, it also means that that's 2 specials they won't have that FT1 will have.
And that was so huge because they established that early lead and never seized it. Let's take a look at the bracket as we get set for finals here. How about that? 5 unbelievable matches between FT1 and Alliance Rogue. That means the GG boys, who swept Lime Soda, swept the Ink Pools, the defending champions, will take on FT1. FT1, though, they're looking to do more than to just take a single game here, Ashley. They're looking to make a statement and possibly upset the GG boys and end the dynasty.
Look, let's all be honest here. The GG boys are amazing. We know this, but they're not entirely invincible. They have lost before, right, Nine? I mean, they have lost a final. So it's not unrealistic to think that FT1 coming into this final with all of that enthusiasm, all of that momentum. I mean, Kyo is fired up. And who wouldn't be after a performance like that? Come into that final and get out there and get something done. It's not unreasonable.
Well, if I remember, in Grand Finals last year, the GG boys did drop a game. So if they drop a game, they could drop 2. They could drop 3. They could drop the whole set right now. FT1 has all the momentum. They have this entire crowd at their back as well. There is so much going for them right now, but the GG boys, ever steady.
Well, what you said about FT1, when they are at their best here, 9, they are very difficult to beat. And minus that unbelievable comeback we saw in Splat Zones by Alliance Rogue, really, FT1 almost won that thing 3-1 over a very solid European team. And that's what they're playing for right there. The Splatoon Sterling Squid. North America won it in 2017. GG boys last year in 2018. There's room on that trophy for a champion this year, but GG boys standing in the way of FT1.
Someone's going to go up 2-1 in the set of sets. The tournament of tournaments right here. And, you know, I have to wonder a little bit. GG boys winning with such ease that they did, winning 3-0 and then waiting for, you know, the better part of an hour for that. I wonder how this first game's going to go. They might be a little cold.
Yeah, Rhythm versus Rest. It's a best of 7 now, so we get even more Splatoon 2 action in our championship match between the GG boys and FT1. We'll be doing ranked modes, but as we saw, Ashley, depending on which ranked mode comes up twice possibly, if this does go beyond 4 games, is huge because you could argue that tower control being the 5th game was a big positive for FT1. We're going to start with tower control also, and both these teams, it looks like it's one of their strongest modes.
It definitely is, but I'm very curious how GG Boys is going to handle not really having a backliner, especially with, you know, you've got Ice back there with that Stingray, and he is a menace. He's an absolute menace. So I'm really curious to see how they respond and what their strategy is.
And 9, you figure we'll see some Yamamichi with the Stingray as well, too. He's done a fine job of really providing that backline support at times when that special comes for him.
Well, I'm really interested in seeing, they've been running, I agree that they don't have a traditional backliner, but they've been saying, to heck with that, we're running 2 backliners. That's what they've done. They've done a custom Explosher as well as Yamamichi's Stingray producing custom Jet Squelcher. So I think that they're trying to control the pace of the map with that double backline composition. It can work, and it has worked at the highest level. It's a control-oriented game up against an aggressive, pressure-based game.
Well, this was something the GG boys said earlier this week. They understand that the mechanics of the game have changed since last year, and where last year they were more aggressive with shorter-range weapons, they realized the value in longer-range weapons. And so let's get set. Tower control, our first game in finals here between the GG boys of Japan, your defending champions, taking on FT1 from North America. Tower control, game 1 here, 9. We get so excited for this one, obviously, because anything can happen, but Wahoo World, that's going to provide some interesting strategy for this one.
It will. This is a great long-range map, and you actually see Kyo switching over to the Neo, the sloshing machine Neo, which is not a weapon that we have seen a lot. It's got the point sensor for a sub and a bomb rush. They're going to be using that to pressure the opponent. There's a lot of open ground here. They're going to take it real quick with that one.
FT1 in the green, GG boys of Japan in the orange early on. Nobody else getting a spot. Oh, there's an early splat right there. 4-3 advantage GG boys, and oftentimes actually things can change in the beginning.
Yamamichi gets these Stingrays in 12 seconds.
How about a couple of nice clean splats off the tower? Tai G riding that thing to the first checkpoint. Dynamon providing some support up above with the Explosion. But here comes Ice with that Stingray, trying to get a splat. Tai G, meanwhile, then Inkjet providing some aerial support.
Thank goodness they were able to get somebody out in that situation. If that Stingray found nobody, that was going to be what could have potentially been the game right there. You see two of them going down. They're just a little bit disorganized right now. They aren't taking 2v1s.
GG Boys back on the tower and pressuring once again at that first checkpoint. Oh, big 1v1 victory for Yamamichi. Dynamon coming in with that baller, providing a little bit more support. Oh, Dynamon had a chance to flank him right there, but the 2v1 gets reversed and FT1 flanks some more great defense, Ashley.
Those are some really big trades there, and I think completely neutralized anything that was happening in that moment for both teams.
You get the feeling here, Nine, that FT1 has finally stabilized a little bit after getting knocked on their heels early on.
When there's a 12-second Stingray, of course you're going to get a little taken down, and Shaq has actually gotten 2 picks with just random bombs that he has tossed out in the general direction. That's what zoning can do for you, and now we're starting to see a pushback the other way.
4-2 on the field for FT1 at that moment. It's now 4-3 GG Boys. Now they're in the defensive echelon. Fine positioning right there. And how about FT1 taking the lead here, Ashley?
I mean, FT1 is doing a really great job right here. Tona, though, doing the work, getting out there. He's getting a little aggressive. Let's see. He doesn't quite take that down.
3-1 and a nice almost wipe right there by FT1. They're past the first checkpoint. And yes, GG Boys, they can't get hit. They get knocked back, and FT1 starting to really push that lead, and that's a big checkpoint there, Nine.
It is. This is the best that I have ever seen Shaq play. He came, as he put it, from the very bottom, and he is pushing up right here. You can see Shaq and Killer there as well. This is becoming a steamroll right here. They only needed one good hold to take it all the way down to 13, and that final checkpoint.
GG Boys trying to fend off the final score. Shaq with some tension missiles. However, GG Boys are like, hold up a second. We the defending champs for a reason. This thing ain't over. 4-4 on the map. GG Boys, though, they do not have much room for error. They are down 71-9 with 2.5 left. But here comes yet another Stingray providing support. And you figure here, Ashley, this is going to be another nice push by the GG Boys.
It is. I am though curious, Nine. Like, do you think that might have been a little bit too early on the Stingray for Yamamichi? I feel like maybe he should have held it a little bit longer.
Well, there were so many people that were still up in the middle of the map that I can understand using it just to try to buy yourself a little time and space. Right now, they've been losing their 1v1s. They've been getting outspaced after what was a pretty shaky opening from FT1.
Yo, as we said, getting some critical 1v1s. That point sense is going to help prevent the GG Boys playing any hide and go seek. Here comes a super jump defensively. Tai B in that Inkjet, applying more pressure. And once again, GG Boys, they have to go through the first 2 checkpoints, but this thing is far from over. Here they are, and this is where they've been unable to get by here, Nine. Let's see if Dynamon can get some reinforcements to help out.
He will need some reinforcements. You saw that Ethanol was pushed up in a great spot, and Taiji is too. Shaq trying to call out that Taiji is pressuring them, and this Stingray is going to be the most important part of the game here. Like I said before, if this can't find a pick, they're already one down.
No pick right there. Tower resets itself. Head back to the middle. Yamamichi, in the middle of a 2v1. Nicely done by FT1. They've got a 4-3 advantage. Tower reclaimed by the GG Boys, and that first checkpoint is clear. Taiji trying to mow down some traffic. Taiji gets a big splat using the tower for protection. Moves around. His teammates spawning in. 3v1 situation. Unable to escape that, and now it's 4-3 on the map, and this is the pivotal point here if the GG Boys can get back on the tower here, Nine.
Well, this has been really scary. This is similar to traditional sports where one team is holding possession for a long time. The GG Boys have been winning the last minute of this game, and you figure it's just a moment before one of these two teams slips, and that pick right there might have done it.
Yamamichi on the tower using the Stingray. It's 4-2 GG Boys. Another Stingray coming back. Ice has to make this count, and
huge.
Get out the club, Yamamichi, as Ice uses the Stingray. But once again, the GG Boys continue to apply pressure. They're right by the tower. They're being patient, taking care of any threats. Less than 20 seconds left remain. It's 4-2, though. GG Boys at 9. They got to make it count right here.
They do, approaching the second checkpoint. This might be some very crucial. Ink Armor should allow 2D to win this 1v1, and he does. This is it right here. All of the GG Boys need to stay alive as long as they can. And with 2 already down and 4 seconds left, this is going to be it, I believe.
And that does it. FT1 able to hold their ink at the end. They steal the first game of the championship from the GG Boys and take a 1-0 lead, Ashley. And now GG Boys, they're having to feel a little pressure in this situation.
I bet. I mean, like Nine had mentioned, I mean, they've been backstage waiting, watching, sure, and making a strategy, but also waiting. And now FT1's got some momentum. They are fired up, and they're gonna come into this next game ready to go.
The determination, the communication, the look on the face of FT Win. They are confident that this is something that they can take from the GG boys. Let's look at a couple of highlights here, Nine, as you walk us through some of the action. So many pivotal points in this match, but right now, this is where FT Win really got their final big score of the game.
And this is, I think, the telling story of the difference in between these two teams. We talked earlier about what a double backline composition can do in terms of control, but the composition that FT Win is running and the way they play, they say, to heck with your control, we're moving up and you have to play perfectly to stop us. That is why they were able to push far as they were. But I will say, some people that I've talked to before this said that tower control may be the worst mode for the GG boys. They might be looking at this saying, you know, we actually played pretty well given that. Let's go ahead and take the next four.
Very interesting point. Here comes the Stingray from Ice, because you felt like this is the point the GG boys had the advantage. They were up 4-2, but the splat on Yamamichi not only stops the tower, but turns the tide of momentum on the field, and FT Win never shaking in their boots here, Ashley.
Yeah, I mean, getting that pick on Yamamichi was a huge deal because you take one of the best Stingrays in the game out. You also, he's got to wait to respawn. He's not going to get back in time. And so, again, it becomes running down the clock.
Let's take a look at our next ranked mode taking place here. Best of 7, game 1 going to FT Win from North America. But as you said, Nine, GG boys might not be sweating this loss in tower control. They know that they've got some other modes where they might be favored. We have Rainmaker coming up here next. And what's interesting is we have 2 Rainmakers, 2 tower controls in this best of 7 if we go to 7. And so Rainmaker, what we saw earlier on, FT Win the more aggressive team that really helped them out. But GG boys, you talk about aggressive, you're going to find GG boys in the dictionary.
You will, and the fact that this is on Humpback Pump Track as well means that they're going to be able to attack it in a number of different ways. If they opt to stick with this double backline composition, there's enough room that you can pester people from regularly safe positions. So I'm interested in seeing if they stick with this, and if this doesn't work, they might need to find a new answer quickly.
And Nine, we haven't talked much about the sub-abilities that you can use right now. Is there anything that you're seeing from these teams that might be turning the tide of the map or speaks volumes to their strategy, possibly?
Anytime you use a Kensa Splattershot Pro, which is one of the most popular weapons, Kyo has been using it, we saw Kibber using it earlier as well, you're going to want to stack that main power up. That can turn that thing into from a 3-shot splat into a 2-shot splat.
Such an important aspect to keep in mind right there. But Ashley, Humpback Pump Track, Nine made a good point. There's really no place to hide in this map as well, too. There's so many different ways that you can be attacked. And so aggression, aggression, aggression as they get set. Let's get ready for game 2 here. FT Win with a 1-0 lead in our finals. GG boys trying to even this thing up. We've got Rainmaker, GG boys of Japan in the purple, and what do we see here?
Wow.
Caused such a reaction here, Nine.
Double custom Jet Squelcher? That's the answer? I've never seen this before. This is going to be 2 Stingrays, 2 burst bombs, lots of range, and Echina is using the Kensa Eyes. You know, I'm going to need a minute just to recover from this one. It's actually the Octobrush Nouveau. This is another weapon that we almost never see in competitive play. The Octobrush itself is great, and they're trying to use that and create as much pressure. They say, Ice, you know, you have a Stingray, we're going to throw 2 at you, buddy.
FT Win with an early lead of the Rainmaker, but not much going on there because this is Humpback Pump Track and anything can happen for the most part. 2D with some Ink Storm ready to go, trying to provide some saturation on this map at this point. 4-4. Neither team with a huge advantage on the map right now. Fighting for mid, a Stingray coming out once again as 2D backpedals, and Ashley, once again, the Stingrays can do so much in controlling the map on this stage.
Yeah, and with 2 of them, it's going to be even more interesting to see how that happens. Although Ice is so good and so precise with that Stingray that Dynamon really didn't stand a chance there.
You're going to hear that Stingray scream in your dreams right now. Yamamichi, meanwhile, just hanging out low. Oh, in the middle of a 2v1. Gets splatted right there, and that's a 4-3 advantage. Rainmaker at 42. FT Win. Trying to surprise GG boys once again, but 9. Getting to 21. How does that fare on this map?
I mean, I think this makes the job so easy. As Shaq gets around for a flank, he might be able to win the game right here. He tries an 11. Everything what I was about to say, multiply it by a little bit, and it's still the same here. This is a very passive composition that the GG boys are running. What they're trying to do is be able to target Ice Stingray and then still have another one to play with the long, narrow path that Rainmaker has to travel.
It's interesting that the GG boys are adapting to the FT Win strategy. Meanwhile, FT Win is just going what works best for them as well, too. And you see it's working well, but the GG boys finally on the map right here. Rainmaker stuck at the bottom of that ramp at this point. Ice doing a nice job of negating that. Stingray ready to go. There's a look at your map. 3-3 on the field. 3 minutes left. GG boys have plenty of time, but now FT Win, Ashley, you've got the lead. You start to think about playing defensively when you get a chance.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, that's what you want. want to do, but Etona is making that really difficult. And that double Stingray means that you've got two players. One can focus on taking out Ice, and the other one can focus on taking out 3 other players.
And 9, we saw those Tenta missiles, part of the GG Boy strategy to really disrupt the Stingray and the camping ability of FT Win. Tai-G getting a nice little pick on that Inkjet as well, too.
And this is finally where the strategy might pay off a little bit. You saw that they immediately went with the double Stingray, and that's actually going to be able to get a couple here, so they're going to get a chance to push. If Tai-G wins the 1v1 and he's not able to, they might have been able to push up a little more, but you look at their composition, they just don't have that many aggressive weapons. They're relying very heavily on Stingray.
It's such a good point. They need the specials and long range in order to get their splats in. For FT Win, they love the aggression. They will get up in your face and challenge you. That Rainmaker 2D's got an escort and a little bit of room to go. Yamamichi trying to negate things. Here comes yet another Stingray. Oh! Stinging and Ice is able to survive that Stingray war. And here comes FT Win. They've got the Rainmaker. They've got a sizable lead. Now they just have to be a little bit patient here. And GG Boys once again on their heels here, 9.
Well, I can't say enough how nice it is. The reason that Ice seems to always be winning these Rainmaker, these Stingrays, is because he can be reactionary. And speaking of reactionary, the crowd reaching a fever pitch as 2D almost gets it there. Still back to 11, but again, the pressure that they are able to exert and the fact that Ice can wait for the Stingray to come out and respond to it means that he's always Stingraying from an advantage.
Yamamichi with the Stingray. 1:18 left, so the GG Boys running out of time. They certainly want to avoid a 2-0 hole. Here comes Tai-G using that Inkjet for a bit of advantage, but Shaq getting through the defenses and stopping the Rainmaker in its track. A minute left. Oh, nice little one shot as well there. 3-2 on the field. GG Boys, they have a chance. Oh, 4-2.
Oh, no.
You've got to be careful if you're FT Win here. Essena using that Tenta missiles to dislodge everything. And now it's 2-1. How about FT Win trying to hold their water at this point here, Ashley?
I mean, FT Win's going to have to work really hard right now to be able to hold this. GG Boys are really doing a great job. That was a great pick. Excellent pick right there. Now we've reset just a little bit. They can take a chance. They can breathe.
The 1v1s and the 2v1s, FT Win really riding those to this lead at this point. Rainmaker still in the territory of FT Win. But GG Boys, you got less than 30 seconds left. You have to make something happen now. 2D getting the splat. Starting to move forward here at this point. 20 seconds left. Rainmaker up for grabs at this point. 4-2 on the map. FT Win. If they can close this out, they'll take a commanding 2-0 lead in this best of 7. Dynamon and the troops trying to get their push together. Here comes the Stingray. Is it going to go to overtime? Can anybody get the Rainmaker in time? Yamamichi grabs it, but he gets flattened. That does it. FT Win. Once again, 9. You said it. When this team is playing at their best, it is hard to stop them. Not even the defending champs can right now.
Both games have started the same way. It's been a matter of getting an early lead and then continuing to protect it and play defense. It's so much easier to play defense. And again, I think the most important moment there, when the GG Boys were in command and looked like they might get a pick, Ice dove down and traded his little squid for 2 of theirs. The fact that he was able to get 2 with 1 jump, I think, is what stopped that push in its tracks.
Huge pick. Huge pick. And honestly, like, I think you mentioned the double Stingray is almost a really conservative approach that you can take during Rainmaker. And it felt like if you're going to take that approach, you cannot get splatted. Because if you're being conservative with an aggressive team like FT Win, they get 1 pick on 1 Stingray. It's off to the races.
And it's such a good point, 9, because you were talking about the composition you saw from the GG Boys at the beginning. And this is a team that's known to be aggressive. Well, going with some rather passive weapons here, do you think if you're the GG Boys, you maybe change your strategy and go back to your old, much more hyper-aggressive ways?
I don't know if hyper-aggressive is the way I'd go, but I do think that I don't think the double backline is going to work for them right now. This has become a battle of trying to control that which cannot be controlled. And the other thing that we really need to just look at, they're a control-oriented composition that is trying to play from behind, and that is not where that type of composition can succeed.
2-0 advantage, FT Win. Let's take a look at our next rank mode coming up here. We've already seen some tower control, some Rainmaker, Clam Blitz coming up here in 9 as you go ahead and gaze into the future of this one. What are we going to see from Clam Blitz on this next map?
Well, this is Snapper Canal, which is a very open map. There's a lot of room you can move on the left and to the right side, which means that the weapons that can paint better and the more mobile composition tends to win. And that's FT Win right now. They're the more aggressive composition, they're the ones that's going to be able to build up the clams at a quicker pace.
What's amazing to me, Ashley, is that FT Win was staring a 2-1 deficit in the face in best of 5. They had just been upset on Splat Zones at the last second. How about their resolve? They've won 4 straight games now.
I mean, this is it's not like we haven't seen comebacks like this during this has been a crazy World Championship, and the path to it have been full of crazy upsets. I mean, we watched Australia, New Zealand, West Lime Soda come back from that 0-4 deficit. I mean, they're unstoppable right now, FT Win.
The Splatoon Sterling Squid, just 2 games away from FT Win. However, the GG boys, if you want to talk about a team that won't quit, that's them. But 9, as you said, between the stage and game mode, this might play into the hands of FT Win. They're going to be in the blue. Meanwhile, GG boys of Japan in the green, and it's all about managing that clam economy on the map. But what we've seen is a very determined, confident, resolved FT Win team, and a couple of changes in their lineup here.
Yeah, we're seeing Etina go ahead and switch back over to the Umbrella, and on the other side, we see the ballpoint Splatling that is coming out of Ice, who has had the tournament of his life so far, and he's going to try to rotate back here. It is a little bit more mobile of a backlander here, so again, the focus on mobility. On the other side, though, the GG boys saying, now this is a bigger map. Now we can control it a little more, and finally we don't have an objective that you can push.
A couple of squid beacons coming out as well, too, allowing FT Win to navigate this map as well, too. But you see the tent umbrella providing a lot of protection right there. And already, power clam into the goal here for the basket. GG boys, first one on the map. Here comes the baller. Let's see if they can add anything else to their score. But that's going to help more than anything else. The GG boys finally taking the early lead in the game mode here, 9.
They do, but the fact that they just gave FT Win what we call the pity clam right there, when your basket closes after the opponent scores, you get the chance to get a free clam. And right now we see Yamamichi just trying to get rid of Ice there, and with it, that pity clam. So I don't know that the one score really does a whole lot for them in this situation.
Dynamon also utilizing a squid beacon to advance behind the defenses of FT Win. He's got a power clam ready to go, but you know you can't hide with it. Everyone knows where you're at. More clams being dropped onto the field here, and you see a power clam for each team. Speed1 with the baller, but Dynamon somehow able to escape that. Oh, but FT Win getting the critical splat. 4-3 on the map for them, and they have a power clam 9.
They do, and Shaq getting another pick right here. He's going to just try to distract anyone who has that higher ground. Going to come get what could have been an easy pick onto Taiji. That's going to be the lead, and it might be a lot more if they don't play this well.
FT Win, 3-point lead over the GG boys. They get that one extra clam, and that is huge because you look at the penalty, and FT Win, though, they've got the lead. It's going to take one power clam, though, for the GG boys to come back. So not too bad right there. Not too much damage on that side. It's still up for grabs either team. And you mentioned the use of the squid beacons helping teams move around here, but Ashley, controlling the middle of this map seems to be so important right now, and neither team has really been dominant there.
It really is, and you're right. Neither team has really been dominant controlling the center of the map. I think really at this point the GG boys are just trying to slow down the pace of the game because FT Win is so out there for blood.
GG boys, they get a power clam into the basket. They now have a 10-point lead, trying to get some more reinforcements there to spill some more clams. They do. That timer continues. Etina has to get within reach. And yes, GG boys right here, 9, applying some nice pressure, filling that basket, padding that lead.
Well, I love the fact that Etina opted to move back there and say, I'm going to continue to hold on to this spot with my umbrella that you can't do much about. I will keep this up here. We can score and keep the basket open a little longer if we need to. Otherwise, we'll take the points.
43-77, and that's huge because FT Win's going to need at least 3 power clams to match the score of GG boys, or at least 2 power clams and then some help. And we know how difficult it's been to score in this game so far. But we see 2 power clams on the map here. FT Win with a chance to make a push here, Ashley.
Yeah, FT Win taking out Atona, who is probably the closest to a special with the exception of Yamamichi. But once you do that, now he's got a respawn. His special meter is gone way down, and he's really back at square one.
Shaq gets a critical splat with the baller, gets the power clam, gets it in the basket, and here's the window of opportunity for FT Win. Can they get some help and get some more points here? Here comes yet another power clam, super jumping in, but how about Dynamon with that big time splat at the perfect moment?
It is. Shaq might be able to get a lead here. No, he was not able to collect a clam. Tudi's going to add one more.
FT Win At the very last second, they sneak in a couple more clams, and they take the lead with a minute left. And that penalty is huge because 9 is going to take a power clam and then some for the GG boys to reclaim the lead.
We come up to a minute left. Yamamichi's positioning here is important. This is where their composition will shine. They're going to be able to at least keep FT Win pinned back, or at least I thought so before Shaq ran face first into a 1v2 and still got a pick out of it.
Yamamichi, oh, huge pick right there. 4-3 on the map. FT Win. They've got to hold on to a 1-point lead. GG boys, they need a couple of power clams in order to recapture the lead here. 30 seconds left. FT Win can take a commanding 3-0 lead. Let's see if 2D and his gang. Oh, that's a big time splat as well, too. Ashley, GG boys, this is where they have to make a push, or else it's going to be a steep hill to try and reclaim that championship.
A very, very steep hill for them to try to reclaim. So, 10 seconds left. I don't know. Can they make it?
Dynamon's got a power clam ready to go. We know it's going to be overtime as long as they have a clam. 3-3 on the map. FT Win. Oh, no! GG boys! At the last second, they get a couple power clams in there. And just like we saw in the semifinals, a Game 3 overtime come from behind victory 9.
The ability, they had 2 power clams there. They split them up on both sides of the map. There wasn't a way for all of the members of FT Win to contribute to stopping one push. We were focused on the push on the right, but the push on the left broke through.
Ashley, your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are that this baby in me is freaking out right now because I just freaked out. That was crazy. I can't believe we just saw that. That was so amazing. I mean, these last seconds snatched from the jaws of defeat victories are always my favorite thing to see. I just shook 9 probably harder than I should ever shake a human being in my life. That was incredible and a true testament to how good GG boys are and how they will fight until the last possible second.
Let's take a look at a replay from that exhilarating match that we saw there. And 9, go ahead and walk us through what we saw, the split of the power clams here.
Well, I think that Etina got the pick there on the splashdown in mid-air. It was either that or Yamamichi, but that allowed them to move up. You see that everyone else had rotated over to stop this push, and they were able to sneak back up. There's actually not even much resistance on that side. Shaq tries to go in, but you're not going to be able to take down a Brella by yourself.
Yamamichi with the power clam, filling in a couple of clams. And Ashley, we can't emphasize how big that victory was. GG boys, if you don't make that play at the end of the match, you're down 3-0. You now have to sweep FT Win to try and reclaim the championship again. But because you get that victory, it's 2-1 and you're back in the game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is a great way for them to reclaim momentum, to get a little confidence rolling into the next mode, which obviously is going to be really fun to watch. I think this is going to this might be a very pivotal game in our tournament.
And I think that one of the other things that's most important about getting that win is Splat Zones is Japan's best mode. They invented the game of Splat Zones that we have tried to emulate as best we can. So they might take both of these and flip it right back to 3-2.
Let's see where the rest of our destinations are in this best-of-7 finals. It's 2-1 in favor of FT Win of North America. The GG boys with an unbelievable come-from-behind victory. We see that Splat Zones is next. It's also back-to-back here, 9. So here's a chance for the GG boys. If you say that they are as good at Splat Zones as we think they are, here's a chance for them to go up potentially 3-2 going into our final modes. And so you've talked about the competition level. Ashley, we're experiencing it right here. These teams are so well balanced.
They are so well balanced. They are so calm under pressure. And that is really, to me, what separates the highest tier players. I mean, they don't get tilted. They don't get salty. I mean, they're just like, you know what? It's all right. I got this. I'm one of the best in the world. No problem.
Going back to Splat Zones and the conversation we had with the GG boys earlier in the week, where they feel like they're not going to push aggressively out of the zone. They want to defend it once they have it. What will that look like, 9?
Well, especially on Gobi Arena, which is where we're headed now, this is a map where I almost feel like you have to be willing to push up a little bit. You can see here, you talk about undulation. This has the most of any map. I think the long-range composition that they have might tilt it in their favor.
Lace up your J's and let's play some hoops in Gobi Arena as we get set here. You've got the GG boys in green. FT Win from North America in the purple. It's 2-1 advantage FT Win, but the GG boys are loving the side of Splat Zones. And once again, a single zone Splat Zone map.
And taking a look at the composition that you see FT Win playing right here, they're running double bomb rush, which is not something that you would see a ton. They know that they're going to get zoned out by all the range. So they're saying, let's put bombs up there. You can't shoot those down.
Early lead for the GG boys. They're already up 25 as they control the zone, and you don't see a single FT Win member in this screen whatsoever. So the GG boys not messing around in splat zones right now. Etzina, got to be careful. That's an unequal area. Point sensor coming out. Yamamichi's going to scurry away as that Tenta missiles gets deployed, and Ice once again using the Stingray, but a couple of specials, 9, and they're not able to claim the zone quite yet.
No, they finally do get it, but they're only one down here. Taiji, I thought maybe should have run out a little bit further. You saw that Yamamichi had respawned in that situation and does punish Ice for a bit of overextension. Still a lot of game left to be played.
And Ashley, we talked about the lockout phase that's so important for FT Win. Well, this is what they're going to have to do now that you see the penalty for the GG boys.
Yeah, I mean, if they have that penalty, if they can go ahead and lock them out, don't let them apply a penalty to them, they're going to be in a very, very good position.
Oh, huge reclamation of the splat zone by the GG boys. That applies a 35-second penalty to FT Win. 3-2 on the map, advantage your defending champions, 9.
And that's the big thing right there. The fact that they got a 3-2 advantage means they're going to be able to push all the way up. Kill wisely running back here, just making sure that no one's coming around the flank. He has a bomb rush. He knows that they're about to have all 4 specials up. They should be able to take this without too much trouble.
And that's a very good point. You see the flashing inkling icons at the top. 4 specials ready to be deployed by FT Win. Meanwhile, they're down. They've got the 4-2 advantage, FT Win, at this point, and they take control of the splat zone after the GG boys improve their lead ever so slightly. 3 minutes left. FT Win trying to lock out the GG boys. They've got a 2-1 advantage, but the GG boys early on actually have controlled this entire match.
They have, but I don't know. I mean, they've got a couple of specials going, but it's possible that that one pick just right then, that might actually not be a good thing for GG boys.
Couple of bubbles coming out. GG boys, they take the zone. 2:30 left, plenty of time left. Both teams with a hefty penalty as well, too. Oh, and Shaq getting splatted, unable to use those Tenta missiles. And the GG boys, they are really stepping up this game, 9.
They are, and this is why the long-range composition works on a map like this. You notice they're able to continue painting the zone without putting themselves in danger. That's why FT Win has opted to go with a double bomb rush composition, because they know that that's the case. But sometimes you gotta have a little more range than that.
GG boys out of the penalty box as their score continues to improve. Now they're just 17 seconds away. Stingray coming out by FT Win. And how about this? 3-2 on the map. GG boys looking to tie things up. 2-2. Can FT Win stop the advance? 1 second left. No, they can't do it. And the GG boys, after staring a 3-0 deficit in the face, have now won back-to-back games to tie this thing up at 2-2. We're at least getting a game 6 here, 9.
We are, and thank goodness for that. I was a little worried there at the start that I was going to have to break out the broom. That will not be the case. But if you are FT Win, you can say, all right, that was the worst possible draw we could have gotten. That was a map that favored their composition on a mode that they are supposed to be best at. I don't think they're losing too much sleep over that one.
And you're right, FT Win, they put up quite a fight during that match, even though the GG boys seem to always control the zone. And Ashley, mentality-wise, you were up 2-0. You lose another close game you feel like you should have won if you're FT Win. Now it's 2-2, and you're going back to splat zones once again. What's your approach?
Well, the nice thing is for FT Win is that they have just played a game mode. They're going to play again. So they really understand what the strategy is for the GG boys. So they can say, okay, let's regroup. Let's figure out how we can shake up the strategy a little bit and also take back a little bit of that momentum.
As we said, splat zones coming up next, but also a different map, which might favor a different composition here, 9. And what are we going to see in our second go-around of splat zones in this finals?
Muscle Forge Fitness, and this is a very scary map to play it on here. They're the big side. Some people call it the volcano that you can come up, and it's a big, big zone as well. I think we're going to see some bomb rush, perhaps from both teams, but double baller. Keep an eye out for that. That can flip the zone in a heartbeat.
Well, I know you busted out some curls at Muscle Forge Fitness earlier this morning, so it's looking great right there, my friend. And Ashley, the GG boys, they have to be feeling very confident now because you were down 2-0. You've taken the last 2, and it's your game mode that you really love to see.
Yeah, I mean, this is really in their favor. And so it will be very difficult for FT Win to come out and win this one, especially if GG boys can come out and really take that lead early. I think they have an excellent chance of holding that lead.
And 9, you look at the composition for the GG boys, and we saw for the first couple of modes, they were more so reacting to what FT Win was. It seems like the last 2 games, they've just decided, we're going to do what works best for us.
Right, and I think that the mode changing into modes that they're more comfortable in allowed them to play that game. And I think that the fact that they lost those first 2 games and now get to go through 3 potential wins before they have to see either of those again gives them plenty of time to figure out what they want to do.
This is a huge swing game right here. 2-2 FT Win versus the GG boys. Whoever takes this will be just 1 win away from the championship. And this Splatoon, Sterling, Squid, Muscle Forge Fitness. You've got FT Win representing North America in the yellow. And of course, the GG boys of Japan in the blue. Loadouts 9, what do we got here?
Well, I was wrong. There's not going to be a double baller. In fact, there's only going to be 1 baller on the map. Again, these teams are going with some more indirect ways to capture the zone. A lot of respect for each other right now.
2 L3s as well, too, for the GG boys. Nobody's got the zone right now. The GG boys finally secure it. Let's see if they can maintain and provide a little bit of a lockout. They're up 4-2 already, actually, with FT Win having to spawn back.
Yeah, I mean, watching Ice jump away there, that was probably a really good idea because it wasn't looking too good for him. So they're going to have to FT Win's going to have to regroup. Yamamichi already out there with the Sting.
Inkjet, Stingray ready to go, and 2 other specials for the GG boys. So 9, they're doing a great job of stacking their specials early on.
They are, and they're willing to trade as many people as it takes to build this big lead because we have seen how easy it is to flip a zone back. And as long as you're in the lead, you're okay with flipping it back and forth because you know the penalty continues to stack.
That's such a good point. You can take the biggest bite of the pie early on, but you don't have that penalty. But right now, FT Win trying to lock out GG boys. GG boys trying to wrestle back control. You see the nice little 1v1 spot right there. And Shaq getting splatted as well, too. GG boys with a 3-2 advantage.
Yeah, make it 3-1. How about that? Ice goes all the way back. Kyo saying, I'm just going to take down whoever I can here. It's not like I was going to get much done anyway. So I like that, and I like the fact that they are continuing to fight, and that's actually a great way to continue to get your team spawned again. I love this overhead view. You see that they're trying to build as much special meter as they can with very limited room to do it.
And they have the time to do it because the penalty's going down right now for GG boys. They're not improving on their score. FT Win also with a very small penalty, so they can afford to be a little bit more patient. But the Stingray from Yamamichi once again applying that pressure, and now the GG boys about 30 seconds away here, Ashley, from making it 3-2.
Yeah, GG boys right there. Yamamichi taking out Ice was a huge deal because FT Win had 3 different specials going all at once. And so to be able to take one of those off the board was a really, really big advantage for GG boys.
All right, FT Win has got control of the zone. Their penalty's done now. You see a sizable one for the GG boys. FT Win, if they're going to dig down deep and find something to apply some pressure against the GG boys, now's the time to do it. But the GG boys, 9, so calm, so cool, so collected, timing the use of their specials so well.
Right, and I think that going in really deep with this Inkjet here might come back to bite size. You're going to try to hide away and actually gets the pick on to Kyo. That's a big one. Fine taking that trade to Ice there. The frontline aggressor is gone, and now they have a Stingray that they can use to pick off Ice, who's a little bit slower of a weapon than Kyo was.
You see that heavy Splatling trying to cover the zone, but the Stingray from Yamamichi continues to just dominate this matchup. GG boys almost out of the penalty. They reclaim it. They've got a couple of bubbles supporting things in there as well, too. And now, 12 seconds away, GG boys trying to lock it out. Here comes Kyo with a well-timed splashdown, though. Can FT Win seize control and apply a penalty? They do. They're still in there, Ashley. Let's see if they can turn back the comeback on the GG boys.
Kyo is doing an amazing job right now. I mean, 2 huge picks right there. That is going to give them a very, very nice cushion in which to pick up some points here.
A couple of specials being built up for the GG boys. They're going to be ready to play some defense. FT Win, 9, you figured this is the time. They have to lock out GG boys if they want to come back in this thing.
They have, and watch the staggers of the special here right now. They've already used 2 of them. The third one is going to go. They're going to try to make it feel like specials are coming all the time. 1 goes down and 1 jumped out. That's as good as 2 down. Let's make it 3 as well. And they are again fine trading these points as they get another one there. A little bit of a hiding Squid there in the corner. But again, they're okay making that trade because with just 1 minute left, they know that they only have to do it maybe 1 more time.
And that's such a good point. They have control of the zone, and the timer is ticking down now. And so FT Win, you're up in the face against the ticking clock here. You've got to be able to seize control of this zone here soon. But the GG boys, couple specials ready to go. They're just 5 seconds away. Can FT Win claim the zone? They do! Oh, with the last second, 1 point away. And now they wrestle it back from the GG boys. And it's 4-3 on the map, FT Win. Let's see if they can write their own storybook ending in a splat zone matchup, 9.
Kyo has kept the game alive for them twice. He won a 1v2 earlier. He had a splashdown to meet the bubbles. His splashdown there took it at the very end. He is willing this team to keep in this match.
Huge Stingray from Ice coming out right now. Oh, and gets a splash. FT wins just 33 seconds away from stealing victory from the GG boys. It's 4-2 on the map here, 9. Ashley, they might get it done here.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. This is amazing. It looks like they may actually keep them out. Taichi's going to do his best here, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
3 seconds left. No way. GG boys
No way.
control. 8 seconds left and a complete wipe of FT win. And the GG boys, they were looking at defeat straight in the face, but they don't cower as they come up with the defensive stand of the tournament here, 9.
They did it with no specials. They did that without a single special. Taiji's right there was not used at all in that push. I cannot believe it. To see a push, a 4-0 wipe at the end of the game when the opponent knows we just have to hold it for a handful of seconds, and to get it without needing a single special might be the best.
Look at this from Taiji. I mean, this is amazing. He gets in there. Kyo gets taken out. Etona right there, giving that support that's needed, and they're able to take that right back. Oh my gosh.
The 2v1, as you said, no specials required, just special ability from these players. The GG boys almost losing a splat zone, which would have been a huge steal of a game by FT Win. You look at what this team is able to do. GG boys now winning 3 straight games. They're 1 away from repeating as champions, but Ashley, it's the 2 game modes coming up here that FT Win has already won.
Right, they've already won these 2 game modes. I mean, they're coming in, they can say, we can come in confident here. And as we've talked about, even if they win this, if they win this, tower control might be theirs, because as you were saying, 9, GG boys, that might be their worst mode.
It might be, but they could not have asked for a better Rainmaker map. This is Kelp Dome Rainmaker right here, a fairly infamous map in the Splatoon community, but it is also the easiest map to defend. They're going to be able to stack 2 Stingrays, 3 Stingrays if you want. There's only one way the Rainmaker's going to push.
But you have to have the lead in order to defend. And what we've seen from FT Win is their ability to take early leads. But in these last 3 victories, it's been the GG boys that have gone out first. If you're FT Win, how important is it for you in this one to take the early lead and take away the defensive advantage for the GG boys?
I think it's a requirement. I think that if they have to play from behind, that will play exactly into how the GG boys want to play. If the GG boys get an early lead, I don't think FT Win can break through.
GG boys just 1 game away from etching their names onto the Splatoon Sterling Squid once again. However, FT Win, they won Rainmaker earlier in this best of 7. They want to take game 6 and give all of us a game 7 here. The crowd's been fantastic. I know that this is what they've been looking forward to. At least a game 6 here between 2 of the top squads in the world here, Ashley. Any pressure on any one of these teams at this point when you look at a game 6 here between these 2?
Both of them. I mean, this is both of them. You've got FT Win. They got to come out swinging. GG boys have to do the exact same thing. I mean, this almost feels like the real pivotal. I mean, this is it for me. Like, whoever wins this is going to come into that game 7. If we need a game 7, it's going to come into that game 7 like really raring to go.
And what's been interesting, 9, is how much of the time these teams have been using. There's so much strategy and counter strategy going back and forth. Once again, FT Win was just moments away from taking a 3-0 lead, but a come-from-behind last-second overtime victory in Clam Blitz by the GG boys spurred a 3-0 run by them. They're now just 1 game away.
The teams have seen these maps ahead of time. I think they're taking the time to catch their breath, and I think it is not without merit as we start up game 6.
Here we go. Game 6. Rainmaker, Kelp Dome. GG boys of Japan in the purple, 1 game away from claiming the championship. FT Win in the green. They're looking to push this thing to a game 7. And early on, what are we seeing here? Ashley, as we see both teams kind of fight for control in the middle of the map.
Yeah, you're going to want to get a couple of picks before you pick up that Rainmaker. You can see Shaq just near it, but not quite picking it up. They know they need to take out a couple of GG boys. And it doesn't quite work out.
Nice trade right there. Some Stingray support. And we talked about trying to get the early lead. And not able to do anything with the Rainmaker there right now, 9. And you look at the GG boys, they have the player advantage on the map.
The fact that Shaq was only able to get one of those two, I think, was huge. And again, saving the punishment there and forcing Ice to head back to spawn when he was sitting there ready to punish is big. ZKO off to the side. I don't know if they know he's here. He might be able to slow this down. They spot him off just in time. We're going to get a chance for a push right here.
GG boys, we talked about that early lead, how important it is for them. They're not on the board quite yet, but here they go. They finally are able to get into the half of FT win. So GG boys, with that first early lead, now we might see more of that defense here, 9.
Well, 67, you're going to see a lot of stops right in that area. You see that door right there, and you see the fact that there is not much room. That is the key moment. The fact that Shaq was able to get all 3 means that any push that was started was gone and completely gone. We're going to see Ice try to do the same thing on the other side.
Big opportunity to take the lead for FT win here. You want to take away that defensive opportunity for the GG boys. Yo, trying to get some pressure and chase out Etina. Etina trying to avoid all the splash. Oh, corner. And already the lead is taken by FT Win, and you mentioned that is the tight corridor you're trying to get into. And Ashley, FT Win doing what they want to do, get an early lead.
Dynamon sitting here just waiting. He's lurking around the corner. That hallway, I mean, that is a choke point of all choke points. So it's a very difficult get past there, especially with Taiji on that inkjet. He is so accurate.
IG and the Inkjet 4-3 on the field right now. GG boys, and they are down to FT Win 59-67. They can't rely on playing defense with those ranged weapons, but a splashdown picked off in midair will do huge things for the GG boys.
That's the gamble. At this level, splashdown ain't what it used to be. And I love the fact that they immediately opt to move up and try to put pressure on 2D. They know that someone is going to be waiting in this area. They're trying to get there preemptively, and 2D able to get off his special and maybe even a pick. The fact that his special is there, though, might be big for the defense.
FT Win looking for one more game to force a game 7. They're down 4-3 on the map right now, and the GG boys are looking to steal the lead. But once again, that Stingray by Ice has been the saving grace for FT Win, Ashley.
I mean, Ice is going to be there waiting for that corridor. I mean, that's where you hold that special for. As soon as they get to that doorway, it's time. Yamamichi, though, doing the exact same thing. Taiji's going to go ahead and take it forward.
Yamamichi providing the Stingray support. They're able to mow down FT Win like a Saturday morning launch. 3-2 on the map for a moment here, but now it's 4-4. And if you're FT Win, you've got to get the Rainmaker out of here. GG boys, you're just 30 points away from claiming another championship. Everybody's in this room right now, 9.
Oh, and Kill getting stuck there. I don't know if it'll come back to bite them because Dynamon's by himself. That will be the end of that push. But again, to be able to get it to 30, that starts to get into the danger zone, and with just 90 seconds left, there's not much time.
2D trying to go through the back door, however, gets splatted, and that's a difficult spot for the Rainmaker to land, because now, if you're FT Win, you got to dig it out of there. And if you're the GG boys, you have a minute and a half of defense left, but here goes Ice by himself. He's going to need a little bit more support, but at least you have the Rainmaker on their map. Not going to survive that onslaught of burst bombs. And Ashley, GG boys, all they've got to do is hold down home base at this point.
They do, and Yamamichi already has his Stingray ready, so it looks like he's going to go ahead and do that.
1 minute left. The GG boys up 30-59. They have the Rainmaker. Inkstorm coming out. 10 to missiles. You see the global view. FT Win down 4-2 on the map. Huge swing right here, 9.
It was. That Stingray got a pick, and then Etina came and got a second one. This means they're going to control middle going into this final push. They might opt to just sit here and shoot as many shots as they can. They just want to milk the clock.
That's such a good point. You talked about the tight.
All right,
I've returned. FT Win getting a flat. It's 2-2 and some Stingray support from Ice.
For an
hour. We're going to have time for about one more push here, 9. FT Win trying to keep their tournament hopes alive.
Yeah, definitely I'm not going to do Smash Tournament. Like, I would, but probably after I'm done streaming, I may go back to bed, if anything. I'm sorry if I look awful right now, by the way. Like, I probably look completely dead still. But, yeah, man.
12 seconds left.
I don't know what's going on, honestly. Like, I really don't know. Hey, Marco. Hello. But, yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's just, for the past couple of days, I've just been getting very tired. I don't know if my body's still growing, or what is it? Wait, that's a tournament? Wait, what?
Rise from the ashes like a phoenix and go 4-0 in a row. And the GG boys of Japan, your Splatoon 2 world champions.
Wow, I literally got up the moment they finished. That's crazy, man. Wow. All right. Well, sorry for missing like 1/3 of the tournament. Oh man, yeah, I can't do the Smash one. Like, I would love, like, believe me, guys, I would love to do Smash one, but I'm just too tired to do it, honestly. Like even after that, like, what, 1 hour nap, 1.5 hours, I don't know, honestly. I still feel kind of tired, honestly. Well, yeah, good job, GG boys. They got the trophy. And yeah. But I guess after the tournament, I guess I could talk to you guys a little bit before I do end off with this live stream. So, you know, let me know if you guys have any questions about it. And yeah, or anything in general. You guys look a little Q&A. So yeah, good job.
I mean, what an absolute effort by every single one of those players. I couldn't.
Not gonna lie though, if I ever had the opportunity,
that was a true team effort.
I would love to go to this tournament someday. Or at least go to this championship, which, I don't know, maybe I'll have a chance to go to this someday.
Balanced championships that we would ever have. You saw a best of 5 go-to-5 games between.
Sorry for the honor. Yeah, even I'm
still
so
go to
tired.
Game 6 with the GG boys as they are victorious and they are your Splatoon 2 World Championship 2019 winners. Here to honor and celebrate our champions here. Put your hands together for the man himself, producer for Splatoon 2.
Plus also, I also work on the video as well too. The high school reflection video. Hey, it's the creator himself. Nice. It's your boy. Come on, dab for us, dude. Come on. Do the Splatoon 2 dab. Come on, dude. You know, I gotta listen to this. We might get some type of news, maybe.
So as Mr. Nogami passes out the medals to our defending champions,
yeah.
Give a round of applause to all of our teams here. Of course, Lime Soda from Australia, New Zealand, Alliance Rogue from Europe, and how about the fight that FT Win put up from North America? Almost took the 3-0 lead, but the GG boys once again proving why they're champions and proving why they're so hard to splat. Back-to-back world championships for the GG boys, and now let's toss it down to Mr. Nogami for some comments.
All right, here we go. New stuff, maybe?
それでは優勝した GG ボーイズの皆さん、2連覇おめでとうございます。
So congratulations to the GG boys on their second win in a row.
Yeah.
いや本当にちょっと裏で見ててももうドキドキするような戦いの連続でヒヤヒヤしましたけども本当に勝ててよかったなと思います。
So I was pretty nervous myself watching your play backstage, but I'm happy to be standing here giving you these congratulations.
日本チームばっかりひいきしてるわけじゃないですけどねってはいすみません会場の皆さんも本当に盛り上げていただいてありがとうございます
And thank you everybody here in the stadium for getting so loud for this competition.
Yeah, even though I slept for like 1/3 of it because I was so tired. Again, I apologize, guys. I deeply apologize. I'm gonna give all of you Ronnie Coins for this. So yeah.
And there's something I would like to share with
you. Yup, I knew it! News! Come on! What is it?
フェスの開催は発売から2年間とお伝えしていましたけども、
Wait, I heard stage in that.
7月21日で発売から2年。それに合わせて最後にして最大のフェスを開催します。
So we'd previously announced that Splatfest would be supported for 2 years.
Yeah. The final one.
Next month on July 21st, Splatoon 2 marks its 2nd anniversary. And to coincide with that,
Pro Marina,
the last, the biggest, and baddest Splatfest of them all.
Yeah.
こちらをご覧ください。
Please take a look.
Yeah, trailer! Yeah! Let's get it! Oh my gosh! Yup, it's gonna be Pro Marina. Oh my gosh. Wait, Chaos? Wait, what? Peace? Order? Oh, the specials. What is going on? The final fest. Yeah, dude, they look so epic in those costumes.
はい、ファイナルフェスのお題はどちらの世界を望む混沌 VS
It's so hard to choose, man.
So the theme for this final
I gotta go with
Splatfest
chaos, I
is,
think.
which world would you choose, chaos or order?
Chaos or order? I like having order, but chaos? I don't know, Chief.
This final Splatfest will not only feature a new Shifty Station stage, but the Shifty Stations from all previous Splatfests
Whoa!
make an appearance.
またファイナルフェスに合わせて特別なギアも配信されます。
And we'll also be distributing some unique new gear for this Splatfest.
Hey, that looks pretty clean.
7月18日から21日の72時間。
This event will take place over the course of 72 hours from the 18th of July to the 21st.
皆さんはこのイカたちの世界に何を望むでしょうか。最終決戦スプラトカリプスにぜひ参戦してください。
And so I ask you all, what sort of a world would you wish for the Inklings and their friends? Make sure not to miss out on this final Splatfest Splatocalypse.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing this, guys. Definitely doing it like a live stream.
そして、ファイナルフェス終了後の7月末頃に更新データバージョン 5.0 を配信してプライベートマッチで使用できるルールに縄張りバトルフェスを追加します。
And last but not least, once the final Splatfest comes to a close, in late July, we'll be releasing the version 5.0 update that will add the Turf War Splatfest to the modes you can choose in private.
Any stage? Come on, any stage. Come on, any Splatfest stage. Shifty Station.
24のミステリーゾーンで縄張りバトルを楽しむことができるようになります。
In this mode, players will be able to battle out turf war matches on all 24 Shifty Station stages.
Yeah!
The new stage
Ooh, yeah, dude. Oh, that's epic. Oh my gosh.
お友達と集まってプライベートなフェスを開催してみてください。
You'll also be able to to play the nighttime version of these 23 currently available regular stages in this mode. So get together with your friends and host some private Splatfests of your very own.
Wow, I like that. Good job. I love that ability. If they had a rank mode on that, oh my gosh.
ですが、スプラトゥーン2のオンラインサービスが終わるわけではありません。最後のお祭りを楽しみ、これからもスプラトゥーン2をお楽しみください。
As we've mentioned previously, this represents the last of our regular Splatfest events and new content updates. But this will not spell the end of Splatoon 2's online service. We hope you'll give it your all in the final Splatfest and continue to enjoy Splatoon 2.
Yeah, Splatoon 3 comes out. I don't know when, but I don't know, that'd be crazy.
So let's please cheer on our winners for today, GG Boys.
Yeah, GG Boys. Good job to everybody at Splatoon this tournament. Everybody did a good job.
Well, once again,
but yeah.
GG Boys defending champions, and how about that bit of news that we get dropped on us as well too? Splatocalypse coming here, the final Splatfest. Guys, your thoughts on this championship once again?
Man, what a great championship series. I mean, that's the type
of
series you
Well, that's the whole tournament. What do you guys thought about the tournament? Again, I do apologize that I literally slept for 1/3 of it. Like, seriously, man. What a really good tournament. So, yeah, I guess, again, before I do end off, we do like a little Q&A session before I do end off. And, yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know, please. Because I can't read the chat right now before I get rid of it. But, yeah, oh my goodness, that was a crazy Splatfest. Really crazy. So we're gonna do that. Alright, there we go. So, you guys only see the black screen, of course, right now. I don't have, like, any gameplay on or anything. So, I'm messing chat with you guys before I do end off with, today. And, yeah, let me know, please. If you guys have any questions. As my webcam looks kind of funny, which actually, hold on. You know what I should also do real quickly? Hold on, guys. Let me try to fix my webcam, because the thing about it, though, is that I look really zoomed in, which can be kind of annoying at times, not gonna lie. So let me see if I can, let me see, can I maybe fix it? Yeah, hold on. Maybe zoom it out a little bit. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So yeah, let me know, guys. What do you guys think? Oh, hello there. How are you doing? And thanks for coming as always. And same to Xavier YT. So yeah, what do you guys thought about the tournament? What do you guys thought about it? I'm going to mute it real quickly. Yep, they're doing the Smash Ultimate, which yeah, that's gonna be all hyped up right now. Believe me, guys, I would stream the Smash Ultimate tournament, but once again, I'm gonna be dead if I do it, dude. Like, I would definitely do it. But yeah, I'm probably just going to work on the video when I take another nap, and yeah, or after I get up from my nap. So yeah. Oh no, don't worry, Sackbot. The tournament was pretty good. It was pretty good. Again, it's just that I went to bed sadly, so I had to miss some of it. So I may probably go back and fix a couple of it most likely. And yeah, so what do you guys thought? Nah, yeah, that's Street Devil. I heard the GG boys did a pretty good comeback. Yeah, sorry guys again. Yeah, Smash Ultimate happening right now, man. It's crazy. But yeah, actually, hold on guys. Since again I was AFK, I'm gonna give all of you I'll give all of you 300, or no, I'll give you 200 Ronnie Coins. Since I was AFK for almost 1/3 of the stream. Excuse me. 200. There we go. I know, D-Nate, the fact that we're getting every stage for the Splatfest, I really can't wait for that. Like, I really can. Okay, is the command not working? Oh, I did it wrong. I don't know yet, Juffle. Like, I really don't know. Like, Team Chaos, that would be a really good choice, but Team Peace or Order, I don't know. Like, at least it wasn't just Pearl versus Marina. It's something different at least, you know? But, yeah, definitely, it's really hard to say. But yeah, you know what, everybody? That'll be it for this evening. If I do have anything else y'all need to say, I'll let you all know in Discord. And for anything else about the high school update video, I'll let you know more about that hopefully as soon as possible. And yeah, no stream rate today, Jevel. Not today. I would, but I'm way too tired, dude. Also, I need to fix up my webcam today as well. So yeah, everybody, that'll be it for tonight. Thanks for coming as always. I will be streaming tomorrow most likely, if anything. Or even tonight if I have nothing else. Or not even tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be sure to let you guys know. As always, if you ever do need anything, let me know down in the comments below or my Discord server, and I'll be sure to respond back, no problem. But enough of my rambling. I'll see you all next time. And as always, everybody, have a good one. Later.